right, so Donnie, don't move your camera.
All right.
On right now, okay? Gary, I'm just killing your mic so you won't hear yourself for a second. So we're good to go. Right, that one gets three. And then we just got a little scoreboard. No clock or anything on this one, but two cameras. So we'll see how it goes.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to historic Hershey Park Stadium. Home to the 2016 PIAA District 3 Soccer Championships. And tonight's AAA Boys Championship. They represent the York Adams League, coming with a record of 20 wins and 2 losses. Team Warriors of Gettysburg High School. Their opponent, representing the Mid-Penn Conference, a record of 23 wins and 0 losses. It's the Falcons of Lower Dauphin. Your official sports night team are Tim Bauer, Mike Mayer, and Mike Hinnan. M&T Bank is proud to partner with PIAA District 3 as the title sponsor of District 3 Championship events. M&T Bank supports and encourages interscholastic athletics and is pleased to be an active member in the community served by District 3. M&T Bank extends its best wishes to all the participants at this year's District 3 Soccer Championships, and it sends its thanks to all the families, coaches, and officials who make these championships possible. M&T Bank, understanding what's important. The Pennsylvania Interscholastic Athletic Association requires all registered sports officials to enforce the sportsmanship rules for coaches, contestants, and spectators. Actions meant to demean opposing players, teams, spectators, and officials is not the highest ideals of interscholastic education and will not be tolerated. Booing, taunting, profanity, and/or attempts to intimidate officials and opponents is unfriendly, unsportsmanlike, and unacceptable. Actions like these may result in a fan being asked to leave this facility. The PIAA and District 3 thank you for your cooperation and wish best of luck to both teams. And now let's begin starting lineup for tonight's game. First off, for Gettysburg, their head coach Scott Hancock, assisted by Ian Hancock and reviews. Here's the starting 11 for the Warriors. Warrior number 1 at bat, freshman Logan Carball. At bat, senior number 5, Alex Calvin. Midfielder, warrior number 6, senior Robert Walson. Warrior number 8, senior forward Matt England. Midfielder number 10, senior Drew Weibel. A sophomore forward, wearing number 11, David Wilhelm. Midfielder, wearing number 14, sophomore Fernando Grillo. A senior forward, number 21, Aiden Reaver. A junior midfielder, wearing number 23, Peter Chu. At the back, junior, wearing number 40, Kevin Fees. And a goal tonight for the Warriors, wearing 0, a junior, Connie Casu. The Warriors of Gettysburg High School. And now let's meet the starting lineup for Lower Dauphin. Their head coach is Jerry Lynch, assisted by Roy Gessler, Eric Miller, and David Taylor. Here's the starting lineup for the Falcons. We're number 2, a midfielder, senior Timmy Townsend. Junior forward, number 5, Diego Heredia. At a midfielder, wearing number 6, sophomore Ryan Betcher.
Good evening and welcome to Hershey Park Stadium here in Hershey, Pennsylvania, Chocolatown, USA, for tonight's PIAA District 3 M&T Bank Boys 3A Soccer Championship. Good evening, I'm Gary Sutton, and glad to be with you here with Invicta tonight. And we are going to be bringing you the 3A Championship here tonight. And in this one, the Lower Dauphin Falcons, the defending champions of 3A boys soccer here in District 3, 23-0, going up against the Gettysburg Warriors out of the York Area League at 20-2 tonight. The starting lineup is being introduced right now. Your officials in tonight's game are going to be Mike Hindenach, Mike Mayer, and Tim Maurer. And they are introducing the starting lineups. You talk about powerhouses. Lower Dauphin undefeated on the season, coming to this one having only 5 goals scored against them, and 10 shutouts on the side of Gettysburg coming in this one tonight, the champions of the York Area League. Ladies and gentlemen, we stand for the national anthem, and we'll get this one underway. first of all, about number 8, Matt Yingley, who scored 28 goals this year. He tied Mike Campbell, second on the list all-time at Gettysburg, a 1996 graduate. The leader scorer there was Zach Turbach, 93 goals all the way back in 2012. So a prolific scorer here in Matt Yingley tonight. He'll get some help, though, from people like Drew Weibel. Drew Weibel comes into this game with 10 goals and 11 assists, and Cade Wilhelm with 9 goals coming into this one tonight. On the other side for Lower Dauphin, a team that's given up only 5 goals this season. And by the way, we do want to mention the head coach for Gettysburg is Scott Hancock. On the other side, you have Gerald Lynch, the Keystone Coach of the Year in the Mid-Penn Championship, 16 years. He's been there at Lower Dauphin, 228, 93, and 13. And he is a guy who's pretty happy that his team comes in here undefeated. He's got some prolific scores, starting with a name you might remember, Jackson Betcher. And yes, if you're thinking, is that Bill Betcher of the City Islanders? Yeah, that's the son. There's another Betcher on here as well. We'll be talking about Ryan Betcher. But also they have the Player of the Year in Mid-Penn Keystone. That is Timmy Townsend with 24 goals. This team comes in here tonight, 7 straight shutouts. The last time they were scored on was back on October 8th. And before that, there was 9 straight shutouts. The team has 5 goals scored against them during the season. In talking before the game with both coaches, I talked with Scott Hancock of Gettysburg. He said, we know they're probably going to out-possession us, so we've got to play good defense here tonight, obviously. In the goal tonight for him, Yanni Tassou, wearing number 0 for Gettysburg. He has 10 shutouts on the season. On the other side, a pretty good one himself, Brady Wilson, wearing 0-0 tonight for Lower Dauphin. And we're just about ready to get this one underway. You'll see Lower Dauphin tonight in a 4-3-3, and you will see Gettysburg in a 4-4-2 tonight as we get ready to get this one underway. And here we go, Gettysburg with the first kick, headed back upfield by Lower Dauphin. Trying to cover it right there is Gettysburg. They'll get it back up. Lower Dauphin takes it very quickly. Controlled by Ryan Betcher. Kick down the side. Off to Nick Ignema. Little through ball that time. Looking for it is Timmy Townsend. We just mentioned him a moment ago. And belted out of there by Gettysburg. Headed back upfield by Garrett Wiley of Lower Dauphin. Both teams early going here in this one. Playing on the A turf here at Hershey Park Stadium. An outstanding turf to play on. Every bounce is a true one. Controlled on the far side by Diego Heredia. Lower Dauphin comes in here having beaten Central last year 4-2 in penalty kicks. There's a chip ahead, and you're going to get it very quickly offsides. Ball will go the other way for Gettysburg. As we said, Lower Dauphin last year was in the 3A championship, beating Central York 4-2 in penalty kicks. On the other side, they were playing 2A last year, Gettysburg. In fact, they've been in this is their 3rd final they've been in. They lost last year to Lancaster Mennonite. And they have only 2 losses for the season this year. They lost to Chambersburg and also to Susquehanna, who they tied for first in the York Adams League. Ball corralled in by Yanni Tassou. He'll take his time, let his team get back downfield. And Tassou belts it out of there. Headed back upfield by Timmy Townsend. We mentioned that Gettysburg is a team that has been to this final 3 times. Lower Dauphin looking to win back-to-back championships. They lost only 2 games and had 1 tie here in the last 2 years. So both these teams with some pretty prolific numbers coming in here tonight. Ball controlled by Fernando Carrillo. Down to the corner, it's chased down by Alex Cowden. And then a nice kick from the corner, taken in nicely, though, by Brady Wilson. So booted out of there by Wilson. Controlled far side by Cade Wilhelm. He'll bring it off near side. Taken there by Cowden. Cowden down the near sideline will look for Robert Lawson. Lawson trying to control it, swings it back across field, and picked off there by Lower Dauphin. Chasing it down there is Clyde Tamburo. And down in the far corner it goes, where Drew Weibel will retrieve it for Gettysburg, and then it's kicked across the touchline, will be taken by Gettysburg there. Just underway here. 36:52 to go here in the first half. This is the boys 3A M&T Bank Soccer Championships. We have the girls coming up after this one tonight. It'll be Northern going up against Manheim Central. But a lot of soccer to be played here first on the boys' side. 4 classifications of championships this year in the District 3, as well as in the state championships, the PIAA later on, as all these teams will be heading on to that. Steven Shankweiler controls the ball in the middle of the field. Will just swing a nice kick down there, looking near side or far side, and be defended by Gettysburg. Back it comes to the middle, picked up there by Timmy Townsend. Townsend looking far side, some room to run there. And there's a hard kick. Good defense there by Gettysburg again. Headed out by Fernando Carrillo. He's been busy so far. Lower Dauphin controlled there by Nicky Provazzo. And here comes Lower Dauphin again. And Gettysburg has been on defense for the majority of the time so far here in the early going. Carrillo trying to pick it off there, take it instead, and here comes right there in the front of the net. Back out again, kick toward the net, not going to go. Kicked out of there by Gettysburg, and pretty good defense there for Gettysburg. It looked pretty ominous there just for a moment. And they're still on the pedal as Lower Dauphin. Taken out hard by Gettysburg. Thrown in on the far side. Swung near side, coming over to Cowden again. And running and trying to pick it off is Robert Lawson. Lawson does control it, gets it back, touches it off to Carrillo. Back to the middle it comes. You got Yingling, the leading scorer. Yingling trying to track it down again. Yingling with 26 goals on the season for this team. Just for a moment, Gettysburg had it, but taken back. Timmy Townsend gets the ball downfield. Chasing it down far side, Jackson Betcher. He has 28 goals on the year. And the ball's going to be kicked out far side. Taken there by Lower Dauphin. Swing it back out and reset. Little chip shot, near side, headed back to the middle. Looks like you got to look here. Just for a moment. Controlled there by Nick Ignema. Back to the middle again, and you can see the tight grouping here for Gettysburg on the defense, knowing they're going to get out possession by this team, and yet playing very good defense so far. Lower Dauphin just keeps on coming, though. Good swing far side by Cowden. Battling out here at the 50. Touched off by Ryan Betcher. Back comes to Provazzo. Quickly downfield. Really working that middle pretty hard right now. Picked up by Ignema. And taken away by Gettysburg just for a moment. A lot of these guys like Drew Wyville, Matt Yingling, and Kellen Fees have all played on the same club teams with many of these guys from the Lower Dauphin team. So they're very familiar with the players here in this match today. Clear down on the field. Ball belonged to Lower Dauphin. We're at the 32:58 mark here of the first half. 0-0 in this one. As the ball will be put back into play by Steven Shankweiler. Shankweiler just inside the football 29, picking about 39 yards out. Headed toward the net, and look out here, right in front. And almost put in by the defender. Quickly chasing it out. Good job by Gettysburg. And you're going to see, I think, a card coming up here or a warning. Good job by the officiator, Mike Hindennock. He says, hey, let's get a little warning out here. He did not pull the card out right away. Good preventative officiating there as he talked to Timmy Townsend. So the officials let it know early that how they're going to call this one. Going to be kicked out of there by Logan Carball. Long kick downfield. And tracked down by Carrillo. Here it comes. Robert Lawson. Lawson has it taken away. Stolen away by Nicky Provazo. And then ahead, dangerous moment here. And good defense getting back that time. As Cade Wilhelm able to get back and possibly save a goal right there. As it looked just for a moment like Jackson Betcher was on his way. So the first corner kick of the evening comes up. Long, high look, right out in front of the net. Gettysburg gets on it. And they'll try to clear it out. They've got some room here to operate. Trying to get a little through ball there, not going to go. Picked off instead by Garrett Wiley. And Carrillo, who's been very, very active in the middle so far, gets a steal himself. Controlled by Gettysburg just for a moment with Drew Wyvil. So all the way down it comes, and it's going to be taken there by Brady Wilson, and he will pick it up. Let his team get downfield a bit, and then boot it out of there. No score this one so far. Gettysburg and Lower Dauphin. Lower Dauphin is about 5 minutes from here. They are the next town over in Hummelstown. For Gettysburg, obviously a little bit further drive. And good job by Gettysburg here trying to get out after it. And following along comes Robert Lawson, and it will belong to Gettysburg. They'll throw it in very quickly to Carrillo. Carrillo has it taken away. Very strong with the ball. Our Lower Dauphin's kids, Ryan Betcher, actually taking that ball away. So the ball will cross the touchline, and it will belong to, actually stoppage of play, it will belong to Lower Dauphin here. As Steven Shankweiler will put it back into play. Shankweiler getting a few extra yards. He says, nah, go back a little bit. Gary Sutton and the Invicta crew with you here, field side tonight. The pitch is beautiful. Evening has had a few spotty showers thus far, but nothing too bad as the ball is headed and taken there by Yanni Tassou. I'll tell you a little bit more about some of the championships that have been decided so far in District 3 and the ones yet to be decided after tonight. We have two that will go up tonight, two that have already been decided so far. And then Saturday, if you're a soccer fan, you'll want to be here all day long. Bring your lunch. Far side going to go across the line, and it will be a goal kick coming out for Yanni Tassou of Gettysburg. Gettysburg does not have a District 3 Boys Championship. As we said, this is their third time. They lost to Fleetwood in 2014. They lost to Lancaster Mennonite in 2015. So this is their third chance here tonight up against Lower Dauphin. But obviously a program that's seen a lot of success here getting to this game. And of course the last 2 years have been in Boys AA, and now with the new classification changes, they're back here in 3A this year with Lower Dauphin. So both these teams in the championship game last year, Lower Dauphin coming away with the win. Lower Dauphin on the other side has their one championship in 2015. They've been in the championship 4 times, 97, 2014, 2015, and now again here in 2016. Good through ball there. Nice passing by Gettysburg. And running right on through is Lawson. Lawson gets it out in front. And right now Gettysburg on the pedal. As chasing it down is Cowden. Cowden touched it back. Taken off near side. Controlled there by Yingling. And trying to keep it alive right now is Alex Cowden. Cowden has it booted away here, and it's still going to belong to Gettysburg as the ball crosses the near touchline. So Gettysburg on the pedal here for the moment, getting a little offense started as the ball will be thrown back in by Logan Carball. Taken there by Kellen Fees. All the way down it goes. and picked up by Yingling. Yingling just boots one toward the goal and says, let's check and see if anybody's home. Yingling just wide to the right. Again, Yingling, a guy who scores pretty much at will. So the ball will be picked up here by Brady Wilson. And actually it's going to be kicked out of there by Shankweiler. Shankweiler with good foot. Big foot downfield. With the exception of this one last foray down there, it's been Lower Dauphin on the offense, Gettysburg on the defense thus far. Lower Dauphin's offense has been their defense as the ball kicked away there from Clyde Tamburo of Lower Dauphin. Drew Weibel kicks it upfield. Either team really able to establish the passing game so far, although Lower Dauphin has done a better job passing thus far here in the first half than probably Gettysburg has. But again, the score remains the same, 0-0. Take it down the near sideline, but finally across the touchline, Robert Lawson trying to control it and lost it just at the last second. So the ball will be put back into play here by the Falcons. Boy, some fancy footwork here heading down the field as you see Jackson Betcher back to the middle. Has an open man there. We'll touch it back. And far side, is it going to get across the touchline? Yes, it was. Nick Igneva trying to get it down, and Gettysburg will get the ball back in their own end of the field. 25:59 to go here in the first half. Ball controlled by Weibel. Weibel boots it upfield. And again, Gettysburg has been very, very quick reacting on defense so far. Alex Cowden kicking that one across the touchline, so it'll be thrown in again by Clyde Tamburo. Tamburo brings it back to Nicky Provazzo. And again, good defense by Gettysburg, doing a lot of good checking out there. Or tackling if you'd like. Tamburo to the middle to Timmy Townsend, swings it far side. And down into the far corner it goes. Where Diego Heredia tracks it down. He's one-on-one in the corner. Heredia trying to get it to the middle. Gettysburg, again, defending. Long kick. Great save. Super save that time by Yanni Tassou. As that was headed toward the corner, and Tassou batted it away at the last second. Look at that. Tassou, great anticipation on that one. And it will go across the sideline and be thrown back into play. And the ball belongs to Gettysburg. So the save of the game so far by Yanni Tassou, the first save of the night for him. Brady Wilson with one thus far. So the ball belonged to Gettysburg, and the Warriors will kick it out of there. Big boot that time. Off the foot of Drew Weibel. A lot of long kicks and chases, though, so far for Gettysburg. They've not been able, as we said, to hook up with a real good passing game. They've had a couple in the offensive end, but has not gone quite the way they wanted it to go so far. Good head back to Yanni Tassou. A little dangerous here as the ball bouncing around, but Tassou plays it ever so deftly. Yanni Tassou, only a junior, has 10 shutouts on the season as a goalkeeper. Look at the other side, Brady Wilson with 37 saves this year, so he has not been tested all that much. He hasn't been scored on all that much either. Only 5 goals against him all season long. Both these teams charged into this final with big wins. Lower Dauphin, 5-0 win over Daniel Boone, and Gettysburg with a 4-0 win over Fleetwood, the team that beat them last year, or 2 years ago, excuse me. So ball headed back upfield. Gettysburg here with a chance. Nope. Headed out of there by Shankweiler. Shankweiler kind of the defensive rock back there. Ball taken for a moment by Weibel. Gettysburg trying to control. Middle of the field. Chipping it out ahead, and it's going to be tracked down there by Wilson. Yingling being checked ever so closely there. So 22-15 to go here in the first half. Interesting game so far. Tale of two cities. Gettysburg trying to get something going again, stolen away there at the last second by Nicky Provazo. Provazo will swing it far side. Take it off to the far wing there, Heredia. And chased down there. Brought back to the middle to Timmy Townsend. Townsend swings it back over to Heredia, far side. Good chip ahead. Ooh, and they've got to look right here, one-on-one. Can't quite get the head to the goal that time, Nick Ignema. And so Gettysburg will let it harmlessly roll across the touchline, and they'll retrieve the ball and throw it in here. Substitution into the game right now for Lower Dauphin. Josiah Ramirez, a sophomore. He has 4 goals this season. And he will check in there. And he gets in there for Nick Ignema. We'll take a break. So ball controlled the middle of the field by Nicky Provazo. Again over to Heredia. Heredia with some fancy footwork. Again, Gettysburg grouped very, very tightly here. Their defense, not a lot of space. If you get it over the top, that's where they seem to be a little bit vulnerable right now. If you're Lower Dauphin, trying to get the through ball there. Boot it out quickly. And chasing it down for Gettysburg is Cade Wilhelm. Wilhelm fighting it out with Clyde Tamburo and wins the battle. Taken back there by Fernando Carrillo. Swept ahead again by Weibel. All the way down to the far corner, being chased down there and across the touchline. So Lower Dauphin will get the ball back, quickly putting it back in bounds. Gettysburg trying to get back on the offensive end here. Ball swung back to Garrett Wiley. Far side. And then controlled again in the middle by Timmy Townsend. Talk about Coach Jerry Lynch down on the sideline from Ireland. 16 years he's been at Lower Dauphin, very successful program. Was down there talking about the southern part of Ireland. He's talking about how the game has become very Europeanized. Look out here. And a good job again by the defense of getting back in transition for Gettysburg. They've played great defense so far here in the first half, as you're going to see a trip here by Provazo. And Gettysburg will get it back. So Gettysburg, a couple times it's looked like almost a one-on-one goal. And instead, Gettysburg has retreated and played great defense. And one of the reasons why is that guy, Robert Lawson, that you saw transitioning back from offense to defense very quickly. Here you see Lawson, a little fancy footwork, and then he gets taken down right there by Provazo. Far side it goes. Warriors trying to get on it. Looking in the middle for Yingling. Again, back it comes. Controlled there by Cade Wilhelm. Now off to Weibel. Lower Dauphin so quick. Could really see the quickness factor here with them. They get to the ball. Everything is challenged. You watch some teams, they'll let you pass the ball around on the outside. Not Lower Dauphin. They come at you in every direction. One of the reasons that their offense becomes their defense is we see Clyde Tamburo getting ready to throw it inbounds. Has on the colorful blue and navy blue colors on his shoes that Lower Dauphin is known for. They are blue and white. Gettysburg, of course, maroon and gray. So the ball will be put back into play now by Steven Shankweiler as we tick down to 17:34 to go here in the first half. Shankweiler, long kick toward goal and taken nicely there by Yanni Tassou. Tassou right on the spot. district appearances over the years, both these teams have made a lot of them. 23 for Lower Dauphin and 21 for Gettysburg. The all-time District 3 boys soccer playoff record for Lower Dauphin, 25 and 21. For Gettysburg, 21 and 22. So some pretty similar numbers there for these two clubs over the years. And the ball will go across the touchline, be brought in, and we'll have a goal kick out of there. Be Shankweiler again taking care of that. Off of the distance, you can actually see the lights on the roller coaster over there. One of the many roller coasters here. You look over there, and it's roller coaster after roller coaster here at Hershey Park. Of course, later on this year, the football championships are held. Seen this field in a lot of different conditions over the years when it's been snow on the field and so forth, but the grip on this field is incredible. So very fortunate to be playing these matches here. All being brought in here. Lower Dauphin will control. Back to Shankweiler it comes. Brings it back to Townsend. Townsend, the Mid-Penn Player of the Year in the Keystone Division. 24 goals, 12 assists, 60 points for Timmy Townsend. Ball taken away there by Drew Weibel. And here comes Weibel again. Weibel trying to mount the attack here for his team. Again, trying some through passes there, but they've not been successful thus far. Good through right there. And taken by Clyde Tamburo and then kicked away down the field harmlessly, and we booted out of there by Yanni Tassou. Belonged to Lower Dauphin. And the ball's going to belong to Gettysburg on the takedown. Takedown called there on Josiah Ramirez. So Kellen Fees rips it out of there. Trying to head it upfield. Here comes Gettysburg. And Matt Yingling pushing it down the near side. So Gettysburg with an offensive opportunity here. 14:21 to go in the first half. 0-0. No score in this one. And there's Yingling. Good footwork here, Yingling. Trying to get the one man to beat. Can't do it. Taken back there by Tamburo. Gettysburg's got it again. In the quarter, we kicked across the touchline. We'll stay with Gettysburg. And the ball will be put back into play by Alex Cowden. It's going to be almost like a corner. And you see how far Cowden can throw that. And headed out of there nicely by Lower Dauphin. And try to get their offense started, but kicked errantly across the touchline and comes back to the Warriors. So Cowden will put it into play one more time. This time it's going to be off Gettysburg. So Lower Dauphin gets the ball back. 13:26 to go here in the first half. You're going to see a push out of there called on Diego Heredia. Check that. Like that Drew Mondi. I'll do it one more time. Jackson Betcher, rather. Jackson Betcher with the push. Alex Cowden pushing down near side. Taken down by Josiah Ramirez. So Gettysburg making progress little by little here up the field toward their offensive end. And they have a set piece coming up here. Be about 35 yards out from the goal. Drew Weibel. High, long kick toward goal. And a good spear that time by Brady Wilson. His second save of the evening. Wilson takes it down. So both keepers have been equal to the task so far. Both have 2 saves thus far here in the first half. Long boot downfield, big high kick, and you're going to get a lot of those on this turf. And for guys that have not always played on turf throughout the course of the year, the true bounces can sometimes fool you a little bit too, with as high as it comes off this kind of pitch. Under 12 minutes now to go here in the first half. 0-0 in this one. Well played. District 3 championship game. And there you'll see the takedown. And so long kick. In comes Tasu again. And good sportsmanship here. Tasu came in. The Lower Dauphin player went into him, went down. So 11:30 to go here in the first half, and they're going to have an official's timeout right here. Player went down, and you saw Tasu with the ball in one hand reaching down to help him up with the other hand. We're going to see who that number is that went down. Take a look here. Now you see Tasu coming out, and you're going to see that it's Timmy Townsend, the player of the year. And you can see right there, great sportsmanship by Tasu. Staying there with Townsend, realized it was just one of those bang-bang plays, and holding the ball in his left hand and making sure that he tried to help him up with the right. Taking a look at the district finals that have been decided so far, the single A girls, Fairfield, 21-1 for the season, beat York Catholic 6-1 last night for the girls single A District 3 championship. And in the boys single A, it was Camp Hill beating Kutztown 2-0. Camp Hill 20-2 on the season, heading into the state playoffs. And nicely and happily, Timmy Townsend is up and ready to get back. Probably going to come off the field here and get a little bit of a time off the field, but good to see him up walking under his own power. Again, bang, bang play, but so good to see that kind of sportsmanship here. And that's what District 3 expects, that's what the PIAA expects, and that's what you see time and time again throughout the course of the season. So the ball be taken out of there by Fees. Gettysburg trying to control. Lawson has it in the middle. Lawson carrying the ball with him, dribbling downfield, taking it away at the last second. Cut in there quickly as Yingling. Back it off to Weibel. And here you got a shot right to the middle, and then quickly in there defensively is Garrett Wiley. Gets it out of there for Lower Dauphin, but Gettysburg trying to stay on the pedal right here. Gettysburg advancing forward now. It'll be off Wilhelm, out of bounds across the touchline, but Gettysburg hooking up there a little bit, trying to get that passing game going. Back into the game, Nick Ignema. And checking out will be Diego Heredia for Lower Dauphin. It's a relatively warm night here. It was about 70 degrees at match time. So it's a good night for soccer. A little rain earlier. Looks like it may have cleared away now. Quickly downfield is Weibel. Weibel. Head it comes. Pushing hard through there is Matt Yingling. Yingling, one more guy to beat. Touches it off. Gettysburg. Gettysburg has a shot right here. Weibel tries to get the kick. Defended well. Now, quickly in there again is Yingling. And then finally cleared out by Lower Dauphin. And here they come. Tracking it down is Josiah Ramirez. And the ball will still belong to Lower Dauphin here on the push. Actually, it's going to be across the touchline off Gettysburg. So Gettysburg with a flurry there. Take a look at this. Couldn't quite get the corner. Here you see they had the corner open just for a moment, and great defense there by Lower Dauphin. Again, that was Garrett Wiley, who's been solid back there tonight. So under 10 minutes to go now in the first half. In fact, 9:17 to go, and 0-0. In a game that's not had a lot of shots on goal so far. Both defenses playing well. And again, Lower Dauphin was on the pedal early. Gettysburg has started to pick up their offensive momentum here late in the first half. Both these teams able to score lots of goals. It's interesting, last year Gettysburg went into their championship match with Lancaster Mennonite, and they were undefeated. Now the ball taken by Yingling. Yingling out to the far side. Tracking down to the far side, taken away there just for a moment by Lower Dauphin. Swung back near side. Weibel, he's got it. And again, Gettysburg, the aggressor right now. Very quickly, that can turn around with an explosive team like Lower Dauphin. The Falcons getting the ball downfield. They'll kick it across the touchline. Belong to the Warriors. 8:12 now to go in the first half. No score in this one. Trying to reverse fields there. Picked off by Lower Dauphin. Controlled in the middle by Ryan Betcher. Betcher out ahead. Ramirez back there. Good defense, kicking out again for Gettysburg. And that was Kellen Fees once again in the middle. Here come the Warriors. Take it away from Lawson. Back it comes. And a look out here. Dangerous moment coming up. And there it is. Followed it in. And there it is. A score at the 7:29 mark. .729 mark. Downfield it came, and as we said, getting over the top, that's where they wanted to go. We'll take a look at it again. And here you'll see it that gets over the top. And then just following it on in is number 12, Nick Ignema. So Ignema with the goal at the 7:29 mark, and just like that, as we said, they could turn it around in a hurry. Lower Dauphin leads 1-0.
Lower Dauphin goal scorer number 15. Correction by number 12, Nick Ignema. Assist number 15, Stephen Schenkweiler. Runs goal, 32-31.
And Schenkweiler will get the assist on that. Stephen Schenkweiler.
At 32-31.
And Ignema gets the goal. For Nick Ignema, that's his 6th goal of the season, to go along with 7 assists this season. And sometimes you get a team like that that can score, they might come back and get right on you in a hurry again. So it's a dangerous moment right now for Gettysburg as Ramirez has it. Back to the middle it comes, headed way up in the air, but it'll go across the end line. Will belong to the Warriors.
Header number 20, Jackson Betcher. Goal kick, Gettysburg.
So Gettysburg will boot it out of there with Yanni Tassou. Weibel looking way deep upfield. So it was Gettysburg looking like they were on the offensive there, and all of a sudden committed forward, and that one long kick by Schenkweiler down there really allowed Nick Ignema to get one-on-one with Tassou and just kind of follow the ball into the net. Near side it comes. Taken by Clyde Tamburo. Back to the middle it goes. Headed upfield by Blake Castle, who's in there. And now you see Betcher, a little bit of a takedown. I think you get 2 points for that in wrestling only. You see Betcher having a little discussion right there with Drew Weibel. They're both kind of chatting as they go back with Logan Carball this time. Jackson's Betcher's dad, as we said, Bill Betcher, who is the coach of the City Islanders in the USL. Had an opportunity to do their games during the course of the season. Outstanding coach, the only coach that the City Islanders have had. So, set piece here. Again, Schenkweiler, hard look, and Tassou right there in front. And takes it down. That ball had some real zing on it, a little vapor trail behind that shot. You got to give Tassou credit tonight. Outside of the one goal, he has been solid. And on that goal, it was just he and the kicker one-on-one. Gettysburg trying to answer the goal here before halftime. Taking far side, Timmy Townsend back in the game now. Having gone down a little out of breath earlier. Townsend swings back, teammate. They'll probably bring it near side. Instead they go far side. Swung back to the middle. Townsend controlling here. Off it goes to Ramirez. Just taking their time right now. Provazo to the middle. Good defense again for Gettysburg. You have a chance here to maybe get to the corner and get it center. There's the center you're looking for right there out in front. Ball in front of the net. Dangerous moment. Gettysburg again is able to clear it out. Down 1 goal right now. You can deal with that. Down 2 goals to a team like Lower Dauphin. Pretty tough. Taken away there by Carrillo. Wyvil controlling the ball, gets it far side. Booted upfield. Will cross the touchline and belong to the Falcons as we tick down to 3 minutes. Back into the game for the Falcons is Ryan Betcher. And checking out will be Nick Ignema. Check that. It'll be Blake Castle, forgive me. Blake Castle, number 22, checks out of the game. Also out is Ramirez, and in for him is Nathaniel Shank, a senior forward. And right away, Shank's going to get some action here as the ball sent all the way down, chasing down, and kicked across the touchline by Gettysburg. It'll belong to the Falcons of Lower Dauphin. Putting it back in play is Clyde Tamburo. Long, good swing that time by Betcher, headed toward the net and taken there by Yanni Tassou. So Tassou gets it out of there. Lawson. And coming out quickly that time is Kellen Fees, trying to push the action for Gettysburg. Look out again. Here's one of those long kicks down, and out it comes as Tassou puts the foot on it, just gets it out of there. See, chased down in the far corner, Nick Ignema. So the ball will be thrown in by Gettysburg here. 1:34 to go in the first half. 1-0. 1-0 if you'd like. By defending champions Lower Dauphin. The 1 goal on a long kick by Shankweiler down to Dick Ignema, who followed it into the net at the 7:29 mark. Now a takedown there in the middle of the field. And the ball belonged to the Falcons. As we tick down on a minute right now, 1:06 actually.
1 minute remaining in the half, 1 minute.
Glad to have our Invicta crew up here tonight. I'm Gary Sutton. A pleasure to be bringing you this District 3 Boys AAA Championship. Long, high kick, look out. Good knock out of there by Tassou. Tassou again with a good job of anticipating, getting in among the crowd and getting his hands up on it. Now 36 seconds to go in the first half. One last chance here for Lower Dauphin. And Gettysburg trying to make sure it stays at 1-0 right now, maybe get lucky and get one in before the end of the half. Here they come. One man to beat. You saw Shankweiler again. Shankweiler, big body guy back there, and he is the enforcer in the back as he touches it off to Nathaniel Shank just into the contest. Now 12 seconds left. And nobody in a big hurry here to get this one in across the touchline. Gettysburg's going to throw it down toward the other end just to get it in and be satisfied to go in here at halftime down 1-0, and that's exactly where we are. It is halftime here at Hershey Park Stadium. The PIA District 3 M&T Bank Boys 3A Soccer Championship is halfway done, and right now Lower Dauphin leads 1-0 here at the half. We'll take a break. We'll be back, and we'll be talking with Rod Frisco here at halftime, and then get you set for the second half here. And the boys PIA District 3 M&T Bank 3A Soccer Championship here on Invicta. And welcome back. We're at halftime here at Hershey Park Stadium, where it's 1-0 here at the half, or 1-0 for you soccer purists out there. Lower Dauphin leading Gettysburg in the M&T Bank Soccer Championships, PIA District 3 wise. And with me, speaking of District 3, is Rod Frisco, no stranger to any event here in Pennsylvania. He's been around almost as long as I have, I think, maybe longer. Rod, great to have you up here.
Well, Gary, thanks for having me on here at halftime, but most of all, thank you for getting behind the mic for our first District 3 live stream event. We're very excited about it. Chad approached us a few months back to see what we could do about getting District 3 up on the web, and we're very excited about this first demo. Really happy to have you behind the mic because you've always done such a great job for all the District 3 events.
Thanks so much, Rod. I appreciate it. It's fun to be up here again, and you know, anytime you come into Hershey Stadium here, just this whole atmosphere here at Hershey Park or at the arena, the old days, and now we're at the Giants Center. It's a fun time. But you talked this year about, you know, getting on TV. District 3, one of the largest conferences here in the entire state, certainly deserves to have that visual out there, I think. And we have such great sports here in District 3, a lot to be proud of.
Yeah, we're looking to expand our platforms, obviously. We've been on Twitter now for a while. We do have a new website coming soon. I can't give you a a launch date for it yet because we're still in the process of working out some of the details with the vendor. But once we get that, that will also increase our presence. The website we use now was functional 5 years ago, not so much now. You know, we have to move with the times. So we're working on every aspect that we can.
And I know you're the guy doing a lot of that stuff all the time. You rarely sleep. I mean, you're up there kind of taking in statistics and making sure everything's updated, and that's one of the great things about the website. It's always updated.
Yeah, well, people laugh about the timestamps on it sometimes when they see things updated at 2:23 in the morning, but that's my job with the district. You know, ever since I retired from the Patriot News, I couldn't imagine not having my fingers in something high school sports. As you know, Gary, with some of the work you've done, it gets in your blood, high school sports, and it's really been a pleasure working with and for District 3. The committee's full of great people, and we want to make sure that we do what we can for our student athletes and our fans to have the best possible championships as well as the best possible district that we can have for the folks in South Central Pennsylvania.
You know, one of the great things I saw here tonight, I know District 3 demands this along with the PIAA, is great sportsmanship. We had a situation tonight where there's a bang-bang play down there, and you see the goalkeeper with the ball in one hand reaching down to help the player up with the other hand. That's the kind of sportsmanship that I know you really try to foster here in District 3.
Yeah, that's what we're always looking for. PIAA has always been a big proponent of sportsmanship, and of course, along with that, we do so in District 3 as well. We're very happy. We've very rarely had incidences of poor sportsmanship in our district. It's so rare you can actually remember those incidents when they happen. So we're pleased with our student athletes and the parents and the coaches and the schools.
Rod, talk a little bit about the extra classifications this year. That certainly has been something new here in District 3. And I know 4 classifications here in soccer.
Yeah, well, you're seeing Lower Dauphin back in 3A, even with the expansion of classifications. But Gettysburg had to come up from AA. And it's created a little bit different dynamic for some of the schools when it comes to qualifying, and some of the teams are playing now in playoffs. And that's exactly what the PIAA was looking for when they expanded classifications. The big talk was always, of course, football going from 4 to 6, but along with it, look what happened. Basketball now a 6 classification sport, baseball and softball 6 classifications, soccer 4. Field hockey, which we have championships going on Saturday, 3 classifications. Girls volleyball, also championships on Saturday, 4 classifications. Much more exciting and many more opportunities for our District 3 athletes to compete for championship trophies.
By the way, if you love soccer, you're going to love Saturday up here because it's all-day soccer up here at the stadium, right?
We've got our quadruple header ready to go, and once again, we're very excited to have this opportunity to showcase our athletes in an excellent venue and in an excellent situation. So we're pretty excited about the expansion. It's caused a few wiggles here and there, but we've gotten through it.
District 3 is still a great place to be. Rod, you guys do such a fantastic job. Thanks so much for being up here with us at the half.
Well, I appreciate that, Gary. And again, thanks to you and thanks to Chad and the crew here for taking care of this live stream for us.
Thank you. Rod Frisco with the PIAA District 3 does a great job. Formerly of the Patriot News. A lot of you read him over the years, but up here with us at the half. We'll take a quick break. We'll come back and start the second half here on Invicta. It's the boys, District 3, PIAA District 3, M&T Bank Soccer Championship. Second half coming your way. Welcome back to Hershey Park Stadium here in Hershey, Pennsylvania. We're getting ready for the second half of the boys' AAA PIA District 3 M&T Bank Soccer Championships. Lower Dauphin leads at the half 1-0 on a goal that was set up by Steven Shankweiler's long assist downfield to Nick Ignema at the 7:29 mark left in the first half. And Ignema went one-on-one with the goalkeeper, Yanni Tassou, to score, and that's where we stand right now as we start the second half. And Lower Dauphin will control the ball downfield. Gettysburg, who had an outstanding first half defensively and had some good moments there offensively as well, not able to cash in yet. Battle there for the ball on the far side. And it'll be sent off Lower Dauphin, taken by the Warriors. Thrown back in. I want to thank our Invicta crew up here tonight. Chad Edwards, our producer. The wonderful people doing the work on the camera here tonight, as well as you see Timmy Townsend, the Mid-Penn Player of the Year in the Keystone Division. Again, Gettysburg, where they've been much of the night on the defense. Townsend again controlling the ball in the middle of the field. All the way down it comes, missing his man, but near side being tracked down there by Ignema. Ignema beats his man across the middle, and there it is, right out in front of the net. And diving on it is Tassou with another sterling save. So somehow Yanni Tassou getting to that ball. It's his 5th save of the night so far. 2 on the other side for Brady Wilson, the keeper for Lower Dauphin. Lower Dauphin comes into this game tonight. It's almost unbelievable when you think about it. 7 straight shutouts. They had not been scored on since Palmyra scored on back on October 8th. And before that, 9 shutouts in a row. So you look at a team here that if you score on them, keep the ball, because it doesn't happen that often. Ball off Lower Dauphin will go across the touchline. Taken there quickly by Matt Yingling. Yingling looking for Carrillo, cutting in. We'll throw it in, finally. And swinging it back to Logan Carbaugh. Carbaugh off again to Yingling. Yingling swings it all the way across, trying to get it to the middle. Carrillo has it taken away. Good strength that time from Timmy Townsend. Townsend's so quick, but he's also very strong. Manages to leverage his way in on a lot of balls there. That there's Carrillo looking for Yingling, not going to get him. Taken instead by Shankweiler. Shankweiler back to the middle it goes. Picked off there by Provazo. Heading it back downfield will be Peter Sue for the Warriors. Ryan Betcher off to Townsend, then far side it goes. Good defense again for Gettysburg. Gettysburg has challenged on defense here. In fact, both teams tonight have really challenged just about every pass. Again, when we talked before the match with Scott Hancock, he said, we know we're going to get out possession. Look out here in front. High kick up over top. Dangerous moment there, but Gettysburg dodges. And Scott Hancock said that we know we're going to probably get out possession here with this team. He said, but, you know, we need to play great defense. Well, they played great defense tonight, except for that one goal so far in this match. Beautiful night to play soccer here. Not much wind at all. It's blowing a little bit from left to right as you look at the screen. So the wind is actually on the side of Gettysburg. Luke Romanowski trying to get the ball upfield, and we got a man down there for Gettysburg. Official timeout. Looks like Carrillo is down. Kind of pointing to his left temple there. You always want to be careful with these, with head injuries, and of course everyone out there always trying to be preventive, especially with concussions being such a talked about injury. Don't forget, tonight we have our second match coming up. It'll be the Northern Polar Bears against the Mannheim Central Barons tonight in the girls 3A championship right after this one. And we'll bring it to you right here on Invicta. It looks like Carrillo coming off the field under his own power. Good to see. You're going to have the drop ball here for Gettysburg. And so a goal kick coming out for Lower Dauphin after the beginning of play again. Gettysburg, chance right here. No. Good defense again there by Garrett Wiley, but Gettysburg on it. Get it back to the middle. Picked off there nicely by Wilson. Brady Wilson perfectly positioned. We'll stop it. And here comes Lower Dauphin again. Falcons trying to fly down on the other end. And again, good transition defense, but it'll be another corner kick now for Lower Dauphin. This is only the second corner of the night. None so far yet for Gettysburg. So they'll go to the far corner. And taking it over the far corner will be Diego Heredia. So a dangerous moment here for Gettysburg. An opportunity for Lower Dauphin. High, long kick. Right out in front. Kicked again. Good defense by Gettysburg. Getting it out of there. And they're going to have a chance to clear it, and do. Comes Gettysburg back upfield. Lower Dauphin controls, though. Chip shot over the top by Provazo. Playing in the corner with it is Heredia. Swings it back near side. Another swing out in front, headed toward the goal, and Tazoo is right there again. Another shot on goal. It's his sixth stop of the night. So Tazoo has been excellent. Really a well-played match here this evening. Hope you're enjoying it. Live from Hershey. My friend Bob Schellenberg says so often, the sweetest place on earth. So the ball will go across the end line. Will be a goal kick coming out of there by Tasu. Again, Lower Dauphin, the defending champion here tonight. What a two-year run they've had. Only 2 losses and 1 tie in 2 years. And that 1 tie is in their league, where they have been undefeated otherwise. They're 2 losses out of their league. For Gettysburg, same kind of thing. They come into this season, after last season, with only 1 loss, and that being in the championship game in districts, and coming into this season, 3 losses in 2 years. So 2 programs that have really had stellar reputations here tonight. Gettysburg, pretty good look down there just for a moment. Ball's going to be kept in bounds. Taken there. Chip not going to find the target. And take it back, hustling down the field there is Kellen Fees. And then stolen away at the end by Diego Heredia. Heredia. Touch pass off, far side. You got a shot coming up. Corner. Booted out of there, and again booted out by Gettysburg. Great save by the backs. That was Carbo in there, and again, one more shot wide of the net. So a flurry in front of the net by Lower Dauphin, but Gettysburg turns them away. Wow. Bang, bang plays. You'll see it right here. Take a look. Chase down here. They're going to get it to the middle off the foot of Nema. Then there's another shot just wide of the net after the great flurry out in front of the net. And here is Tasu. We'll kick it out of there. 31:53 to go in the match. Tasu. High pop kind of kick. Taken at the back by Romanowski. Here comes Gettysburg. Through ball there. Pushing down near corner is Drew Weibel. Weibel will have it stolen away by Shankweiler, who's been there all night long. Good battle in the middle. And once again, it's Timmy Townsend. Be interesting to keep a number of how many balls Townsend takes away. And you're going to have offsides as racing down the field there just a little too quickly was Jackson Betcher. So Betcher just a little bit too far down there, and they'll get him for offsides. Jackson Betcher, only a junior, by the way. His brother Ryan, who also plays in the midfield, is a sophomore. So some good years coming up for those two young men. And Betcher already with 28 goals this year and 8 assists. He was a first-team Mid-Penn All-Star as well as Steven Shankweiler. Also, Ryan Betcher was first-team All-Star. Provazo was first-team All-Star. And, of course, the Mid-Penn Player of the Year was Timmy Townsend. So there you go. Dangerous moment here. And, again, wide left. As you saw Heredia getting down there and getting a shot off. Second team, by the way, Diego Heredia, we just mentioned him, was on the second team Mid-Penn All-Stars this year, as was Nick Ignema, who scored the only goal in his game thus far. We talked about this weekend coming up. If you like soccer, you're going to love Saturday. The boys 2A Saturday at 3:30. Tulpehocken 21-1 against Biglerville 18-3. That game's at 3:30. At 1:30, you have the girls AA Trinity 18-2 against Boiling Springs 16-4 in that one. And then at 5:30, the girls 4A Cumberland Valley 14-5-2 against Manheim Township 21-1. And finally, in the nightcap at 7:30, the boys 4A Hempfield 22-2 and Elizabethtown 19-3-1. So a four-bagger there for you on Saturday. Get on up here to Hershey Park Stadium. You'll love it. Great soccer. District 3 has always been a wonderful hotbed for soccer. District 3, District 1, here in the eastern part of the state, big soccer areas. Fighting for it near side. So Carullo back into the game now after they hurt his head earlier. Looking like he's okay. Ball's going to go off Gettysburg, I think. Should belong to Lower Dauphin and does. Be put back into play for Lower Dauphin. And now the official reverses and says, no, it'll belong to the Warriors. Carullo gets it back to the middle to Weibel. Weibel swings near side. He's got Cowden over here. Cowden trying to find someone at home, nobody there. He's looking for Adrian Weaver, who wasn't really near the play that time. So long kick downfield. Who's going to get to it first? Gettysburg. See how quick Lower Dauphin is. Just kind of constantly flying at you. Guess Falcons is an appropriate name here. Carullo. Got it ahead. Yingling. One more move. Has it taken back again. You could have one man to beat there, and he'd have been one-on-one with the keeper. Gettysburg. Taken there by Logan Carball. Chips it back to the middle, trying to get Weibel. Going to be knocked away again by Lower Dauphin and then cleared out of there nicely. But Gettysburg remains on the attack right now. It was earlier on the attack that they got beaten like this, coming back down the field on a quick pass. Tracking it down near side. Ignema keeps it alive out in front. Good tackle there. Through ball. Looking. And right in there is Timmy Townsend. He gets it. Townsend stayed with it at the 26:47 mark, and Townsend with the score. Timmy Townsend with his 25th goal of the season. At the 26:47 mark. here of the second half, and Lower Dauphin with a 2-0 lead as Townsend never said die on that one and kept on going. Watch again. Nema kept it alive with it. And watch Townsend on the through ball. Townsend gets it back. He'll pick it up himself here. He'll take it himself, and then he doesn't dribble it. And Tasu was trying to get out there, cut off the angle, and it went right by him into the far left-hand side of the net. So 2-0 right now as Lower Dauphin up in this District 3 championship match. Gettysburg gets it to the middle, out in front, headed out of there by Shankweiler. Gettysburg trying to stay on it. Tracking it down there was Cade Wilhelm. Out it comes. Back to the middle it goes. Good defense by Lower Dauphin, and they'll reject the offensive advance and quickly get back on the pedal here. Lots of room to move down the far side. Provazzo touches it off. Near side. He's got Romanowski. And Lower Dauphin just content to pass it here for moments. Reverse Fields. Trying to stretch out the Gettysburg defense a bit. And try to open up that middle for some lanes. Ball will go off Gettysburg. It'll stay with Lower Dauphin. Quickly put it inbounds to Heredia. New man into the game now is Blake Castle. And he will check in for Ryan Betcher, who takes a break. So Blake Castle in there, number 22. There you see Ramirez. Good takeaway that time by Logan Carball for Gettysburg, and here comes Gettysburg. Weibel. Near side it comes to Cowden, and Cowden's going to get tackled there, and ball will stay with Gettysburg. Taken by Diego Heredia. So Weibel will put it back into play now. Weibel with 10 goals, 11 assists this season. Outstanding year for him. Weibel, high, long kick. Headed toward Cage, can't quite get it to the net. And will cross the touchline. Will stay with the Warriors. 24-27 to go in this one. Quickly inbounds it comes. Weibel. Lower Dauphin's done a great job of denying any through balls so far tonight in this match. And Lower Dauphin will get the ball near side. We'll throw it in. Long throw coming up. And will be headed across the touchline by Gettysburg. Back it goes to the Falcons. The wind has settled down here in the second half. Looking over tonight at the park, the Hershey Park, famous park here at, looks like they're getting set up for Candy Lane, which is always a big hit this time of season. I know when a lot of the football teams come in later on in the year, they love to make a foray over to Hershey Park for Candy Lane. Hershey right in the heart of District 3. And of course, right behind the park, the venerable Hershey Park Arena. Of course, everyone knows the history of that place, home of the Hershey Bears. And of course, one of the things it's most known for is the fact that that was where Wilt Chamberlain, when he played for the 76ers, scored 100 points. The only guy ever to do that. And of course, everybody was there. All kinds of legend over there about the Wilt Chamberlain. Of course, there's been all kinds of wonderful acts in there over the years, and now much of that's moved to the Giant Center, but good to still see the old Park Arena standing. Gettysburg back with the ball now. We'll put it back into play. Up in the air and taken there by Brady Wilson harmlessly. So Lower Dauphin leads 2-0 here with 22-27 to go in this one. Long kick out of there by Wilson. Gettysburg has played a very solid game here tonight against this outstanding Lower Dauphin team. Lower Dauphin just a little bit more quickness and aggressiveness here tonight on offense has maybe been the sliver of difference in this one so far. 2 goals, one from Ignema, one from Townsend. Ignema in the first half, Townsend in the second half, and that's the difference in this game. Gettysburg still plenty of time, though, to get back in this one. Ball controlled by Cade Wilhelm. Off it comes to Peter Sue. Peter Sue chasing it down, has it taken away again in the corner. And that guy Shankweiler one more time, who has just been tremendous on defense back there tonight. Ball be put back in play. I was talking with Coach tonight before the game, Coach Jerry Lynch, and he was talking about their youth program and just how good that is at feeding players into the high school level. And he said, I'm here, I'm doing my job. But he said, we get so many great players out of our youth program right here at Lower Dauphin. And of course, these kids play club soccer now, and you play against some of the best players you're going to see anywhere during the course of the season. So when you come to the season, you're really tempered well. So booting it out of there will be Yanni Tassou. And then putting it ahead, Alex Cowden. Carullo, who's played a really solid game here tonight. You see him again here trying to take it away. Far side it goes to Heredia. Heredia pushing the ball down the far side. Looking to the middle. Nice chip pass over there. Ramirez, man to beat. Being marked well, but Ramirez with a shot right here. Right out in front, headed out of there nicely by the Gettysburg defense, and then booted again. Another stop. That time it was Cade Wilhelm stopping the shot. So putting it back in play will be Caleb Murray for Lower Dauphin. Provazo being checked well there. Gettysburg trying to find an opening here. Down 2 goals. 19:03 to play in this one. Fight it out near corner. Peter Sue has it taken away. Ramirez upended. You might see a card on this one. And you're going to see a yellow card. The yellow card's going to go against Alex Cowden. And Cowden, you see Ramirez coming up limping. And Cowden will be out of the game. And in quickly for him will be Sal Pellerito, a junior midfielder, wearing number 19. So the set piece coming up right here. Shankweiler, long boot again. He's been involved in one of the goals already tonight. That one will go across the touchline, though, and it will belong to Gettysburg, as it'll be cleared out of there by Tassou on the goal kick. There you go. Kind of a low driving kick down the field. Oh, and a great look out in front of the net. And that was Heredia. Had a straight-on look for about 20 yards out. Couldn't quite hook up, but, man, that had some mustard on it. 18:09 to go in this one. 2-0. Lower Dauphin leads. Looking for their second straight District 3 3A championship. in boys soccer. Again to Sue. Low, hard kick. Again, Lower Dauphin's going to control it for the moment. Sue with a head. Pellerito trying to get on it. Back to the middle it comes. Carullo trying to get it. Carullo taken down for a moment. Good tackle there. It's Heredia in the middle of the field. Heredia making a great move. Here's Heredia. Touches off. Got Ramirez. Ramirez in front. Taken out again by that defense for Gettysburg. As backtracking through there was Logan Carball with the save for the Warriors. So Gnema back in there now. And Blake Castle will check out. Here's Provazo. Nicky Provazo. Takes it near side to his teammate Ryan Betcher. Gettysburg on the defense. Back to Provazo it comes. Swung, other side, Caleb Murray. Provazo again, other side of the field. Take it all the way out there. They got Ramirez down in the corner. Ramirez will try to get it back to the middle, won't see it. Straight on. Oh, do you have a whistle? No. Just for a moment. And man, did Yanni Tassou ever make another good deflection out of there. And quickly, Gettysburg trying to get back on the pedal here. They're trying to cut this lead in half, down to nothing. Look at this. Take a look at this center right here, and you get a shot right on Tassou, and Tassou, boom, just put the fists up and knocked it out of there. And just for a moment there, you thought there might be a penalty kick. Did not happen. Across the touchline it goes from Lower Dauphin. Gettysburg now trying to get on the attack. 15:53 to go in this match. The PIA District 3 Boys Soccer Championship brought to you by M&T Bank. Gettysburg here. Chance to get a score. Again, we reiterate how hard it has been to score on this Lower Dauphin team. They've had shutouts in 16 of their last 17 games. As we said, the last time they were scored on was back in a 5-1 win on October 8th. So even in that one, they won the game. Ramirez, boom, just misses the net left side. And Lower Dauphin has definitely outpossessioned Gettysburg tonight. You see just barely missing the net as Ramirez got a good look, and look at that, just sneaking by there. Great work by our Invicta camera crew. Catching that for you and all the sights and sounds here tonight. Under 15 minutes to play in this one. Yingling has it taken away and now controlled in the middle of the field. Look out, you got Gnema again, lining one up. Gnema with a fake. Touched away there. Good defense by Gettysburg. And can't quite save it, but a great job of saving the shot on goal. And again, that was Kellen Fees, who's been really solid back there tonight defensively for the Warriors. Gnema throws it in, looking to try to get it back. Won't do it. Swing out to the near side to Provazo. Provazo touches it off to Timmy Townsend, who already has a goal in this one. Back to the middle it comes. Out in front of the net. And Tassou will cover it up. Actually, he'll let it go by. It'll be a goal kick coming out of there. A lot of bodies gathered in that one place just for the moment. You see down on the far end the Northern Polar Bears, and you can see right there Tassou just lets it go out of bounds. It's a wise decision. Ahead it comes. You got one-on-one right here. Look out. This is going to be, I'm going to wait and see what the official calls here. So no goal. Penalty called. Booted out by the Warriors. Shankweiler will head it out of bounds, going back down the field. Back into Gettysburg. Alex Cowden will get back in there. And check it out is Peter Sue. So Pellerito will inbounds it. Back it comes to the middle. Fees has it taken away, and here comes Lower Dauphin, and they've got some numbers. Middle and both outsides covered. All the way here comes near side. Ramirez gets a chance to line one up here. Ramirez cut off there by Carullo, and then Ramirez in front, and then a great pass from Ramirez right to the front, and the score. And the score by Jackson Betcher, his 29th goal of the season off the pass from Ramirez. At the 12:33 mark, left in this one. Take a look at this pass by Ramirez. Right there, Betcher sitting right in the front, and Betcher just touches it in and then gives credit to his teammate. Jackson Betcher with the goal. Ramirez with the assist. Wow. Team really showing just how good they are. They're just kind of like a wave. They just keep coming at you, and eventually something's going to get through. So Ramirez with the assist, Betcher with the goal, and now 3-0 for Lower Dauphin as they look more and more like they're headed to their second straight AAA championship here in boys soccer. And again, hooked up on great passing there. Pellerito tracking it down here in the near corner for Gettysburg. Take it away again. Carullo being checked hard there by Ramirez. When you talk about this Lower Dauphin team, you have to talk about a team that seems so opportunistic. They just make the most of their opportunities. They cash in the plays off really good short passing. And that's what we've seen here tonight. And, of course, one of the goals in the first half off a long pass to Ignema from Shankweiler. And here is Shankweiler, lined it up. Shankweiler, a long, rangy guy who's really kind of held court back there tonight. Gettysburg will set it back to Tasu. And now if you're Lower Dauphin, you can be content to do a little passing. Clock is your friend. You got a 3-goal lead. Shankweiler controls in the back, brings it forward a little bit. Looking for Betcher up in the middle of the field. Can't get him. Gettysburg will head it out of there off Pellerito. Carullo trying to control. Taken there by Cade Wilhelm, and then stolen away again. And that's what Lower Dauphin does so very well. They challenge you, and they have plenty of takeaways. We've seen that all night long. And Lower Dauphin with the control. Garrett Wiley sending it off to the far side. Picked up there by Jimmy Townsend, excuse me. So for Gettysburg tonight, an outstanding club, but just too much Lower Dauphin. They featured a whole lot of weapons tonight with 3 different scorers in this game. Betcher, Ignema, and Townsend. Of course, wonderful assist from Shankweiler and also Ramirez. And here is the aforesaid Mr. Ramirez coming down in the near corner. And there's Betcher again trying to fight his way through. Good defense again for Gettysburg. They've been there all night long. And this time missing. Right out in front, another shot on goal. when you look at the number of goals that have been scored this season, it's pretty incredible for Lower Dauphin. With the 3 goals tonight, they've scored 96 goals this season and have given up 5. And right now looking to maybe make it 97 as out comes Tasu. You got a man out in front, chips it up over the top, trying to get the goal. Tasu came out and cut it off and forced the quick chip shot. Tasu has done an outstanding job in goal tonight, despite giving up 3 goals. He's had some great stops this evening. 96-5. You think about those numbers. And here, Tasu came out and cut that off and forced the chip shot. We're trying to get it up over top. So 7:41 to go in this one. See down in the far corner, the 2 girls teams getting ready for their match coming up right afterward. We'll bring that to you tonight on Invicta as well. Northern and Mannheim Central should be a good one. Girls 3A. So Lower Dauphin. Stolen away momentarily there by Adrian Reaver. Oh, Ramirez again. There's Carullo. Just kicking it off near sideline, saving a possible goal. So back in play it comes as Ryan Betcher puts it into play. And Ramirez goes back, and that'll be Caleb Murray rather throwing it in. Caleb Murray with the long throw in. Out in front it comes. Tasu comes down and does a great job of challenging there again. And it will be a corner kick. 3rd quarter kick of the night now for Lower Dauphin. None in this one for Gettysburg. You saw Tasu coming out and do what he had to do, is challenge. So here's Ramirez, Josiah Ramirez, already with an assist here tonight. Ramirez, good kick. It goes over Tasu's head. Lower Dauphin will corral it. Back it comes to Ramirez. Ramirez, great footwork, and then nice pass, but a good takeaway as well by Peter Sue. Back in there for the Warriors. Oh, and here comes Wilhelm. Make that Yingling, rather. And jetted out of there again by Shankweiler, who seems to be everywhere there on that back line. Carullo ahead. To Wilhelm. Far corner. And it will go across the touchline. Will belong to Gettysburg. And you get what could amount to, but they're going to have the short throw in here, so not a corner. Gettysburg out in front, no one home. And will just be sent out of there to Ramirez. Across the touchline, though, will belong to Gettysburg. In a hurry to get it back into play here. Alex Cowden tracks it down. Long throw in, stolen away, and then stolen again by Carullo. Carullo. And the thing you really notice tonight is the passing for Lower Dauphin has been sharper throughout the evening than Gettysburg, and just a little bit of difference in quickness tonight. Those have been major factors in this game with 4:27 to go. 3-0. Lower Dauphin leads the Gettysburg Warriors here in this PIA District 3 M&T Bank Boys 3A Soccer Championship. Gary Sutton with your Invicta crew up here tonight. So glad to be bringing you pictures of District 3 championships. Chad Edwards and his crew doing a wonderful job up here. And now Lower Dauphin with some room to travel. One man back. His fees to beat. And there it is. Another stop. Out in front comes Tasu. He's trying to chase it down. He's run over, and then over the top it goes. So Tasu, never say die on that one. You got to give that goalkeeper a great bit of credit tonight. Yanni Tassou has done a wonderful job. You'll see here Betcher getting off another shot. Tassou deflects it, then gets out again, stays right after it, dives on it, tries to keep it alive, and then Ramirez had a look at it. If he'd been playing football, he'd have gotten 3, but in soccer, none, as it went right through the goalpost. Here's the boot out of there by Tassou. You get some new uniforms in the game now. So Adrian Reaver had it. Now it'll be thrown back in there by Alex Cowden for Gettysburg. To Carullo. Back to Cowden. To the middle it comes. And again, if you don't handle the pass just ever so cleanly, it seems like Lower Dauphin is right on there on that second little deflection. Good steal that time by Weigel. Weigel's got it. Weigel takes it ahead. Stolen away one more time, this time by Luke Romanowski, the defender. 2:25 to go in this one. 3-0. Lower Dauphin on their way, apparently, to a District 3 repeat. So here's Shankweiler. Battle out in front of the net here. Back to middle it goes. Corner, you're going to get a look right here. Batted out in front. Good job again by Tassou. So 1:44 now as the clock ticks down. If you're a Lower Dauphin fan, you're looking for a second straight gold medal that's going to go in the case over there in Hummelstown. Ramirez comes out of the game. He checks out and gets a nice hug from his coach. Coach Jerry Lynch. Jerry Lynch in his 16th year at Lower Dauphin. Robert Lawson racing down the far side, getting to it. Never say die, though. Play to the whistle. And Yingling. A lot of fight in this Gettysburg team tonight. Can be very, very proud of the year they're having. But just too much in terms of the Falcons tonight. So under a minute to play, down to 47 seconds now. It's Gettysburg making their final thrust. Carullo, who's played hard and solid all night long, as of all these Warriors.
30 seconds.
Ball chased down again, this time by Reaver. And the clock now under 20 seconds to go in this one, and gold will return to Hummelstown. As there you see the Northern Polar Bears walking across the end line, getting ready for their match coming up next. Now under 10 seconds to go, and the fans count it into gold. 4, 3, 2, 1. And that is it. 3-0. Lower Dauphin has won their second straight 3A soccer championship here tonight at Hershey Park Stadium, beating a game Gettysburg team. Outstanding match here tonight. And we're going to be bringing you our girls 3A match here in just a bit. But a big win here tonight for Lower Dauphin. It was their 8th straight shutout to end the season, 17 of their last 18 games. They will go into the state championships at 24-0. Gettysburg drops to 20-3. An outstanding match here tonight. The goals of this one scored in the first half by Nick Ignema at the 7:29 mark toward the end of the half. Timmy Townsend in the second half at the 26:47 mark. And finally, Jackson Betcher at the 12:33 mark off an assist by Ramirez. And, of course, the goal by Ignema in the first half off an assist by Steven Shankweiler. For all of our Invicta crew here tonight, for all the people at District 3, and thank you to Rod Frisco and everyone here at Hershey Stadium who's been so kind, we thank you for joining us here in the first of our doubleheader tonight. Again, the champions of District 3 in Boys 3A, Lower Dauphin wins it 3-0 over Gettysburg. We'll see you in a few minutes for the girls' AAA matchup coming up next on Invicta. Great save. Super save. One more guy to beat. Touches it off. Ready has a shot right here. Rival front to get it defended well. Quickly in there getting Beagley. And then finally cleared out by Lower Dolphin. And here they come. Look out here. Dangerous moment coming up. And there it is. Following it in. And there it is. A score. The 7:29 mark. Booted out by Gettysburg. Great save by the back. Now keeps it alive out in front. Good tackle there. Two ball. Looking. Right in there is Timmy Townsend. He gets it. Townsend stayed with it at the 26:47 mark, and Townsend with the score. Timmy Townsend with his 25th goal of the season. At the 26:47 mark. Lower Dolphin with a 2-0 lead as Townsend never said die on that one and kept on going. Great look out in front of the net. Great arm. Oh, he did that one. They won the game. Boom. Just misses the net outside. Up here. Ramirez cut off there by Brewer. Then Ramirez to front. And then a great pass from 87 as out comes the Sioux. Got a man out in front. Kicks it up over the top.
Alex Calvin. Robert Walson. Ryan David. Matt England. Aiden Reber. Drew Weidel. Katie Wilhelm. Fernando Carlo. Tyson. Weston Folger. Hunter Martin. Sal Pellerino. Alex Cole. Peter Shue. Hugo Soto. Jeremy Ollinger. Jadan Santoyo. Kellen Bees. Assistant coaches and reviews. Ian Hancock. And Gettysburg Warrior head coach Scott Hancock. Let's give a round of applause for our PIAA District 3 Class 3A boys runner-up, the Warriors of Gettysburg High School. And now let's meet your 2016 PIAA District 3 Boys AAA Soccer Champions, the Falcons of Lower Dolphin. Head coach Jerry Lynch to be serving medals. Starting with Brady Wilson. Timmy Townsend. Bryce Carter. Caleb Murray. Diego Heredia. Ryan Betcher. Mickey Travazzo. Garrett Wiley. Ryan Sampson. Nick Ignema. Anthony Dumas. Steven Shankweiler. Nikki Messner. Jackson Betcher. Clyde Tamburo. Blake Castle. Drew Mondi. Josiah Ramirez. Devin Robb. Daniel Snowden. Natty Shank. Luke Romanowski. Colton Smith. Assistant coach David Taylor. Assistant coach Eric Miller. Assistant coach Roy Gesford. And Falcon head coach Jerry Lynch. And now we would ask that the seniors please step forward as Friday Sophie, chairman of District 3 Soccer, presents the Falcons of Lower Dolphin with the 2016 M&T Bank PIAA District 3 Class 3A Boys Championship Trophy. Congratulations to the Falcons of Lower Dolphin High School. for the Barons. Wearing number 3, sophomore Brittany Benner. A freshman number 4, Isabella Wendler. Wearing number 5, junior Casey Hurd. Also a junior number 6, Kayla Hurd. Wearing number 9, senior Katie Howitt. A freshman number 10, Tori Bonestad. Senior number 12, Taylor Knoll. A sophomore wearing number 16, Maddie Carper. Freshman number 21, Taylor Kaufman. Wearing number 32, a senior, Kiara Wells. And a goal tonight for the Barons, a freshman wearing number 11, Mia Reed. The Barons of Manheim Central. And now let's meet the starting lineup for Northern. Head coach is Seth Lehman, assisted by Al Kemery and Keith Munchauer. Here's the starting lineup for the Polar Bears. Wearing number 1, senior Maddie Waits. Freshman number 2, Camille Waits. A senior number 3, Abby Searfox. Wearing number 11, senior Abby Motko. Senior number 15, Maddie McCarty. A senior wearing number 18, Emma Fissler. Wearing number 19, senior Bianca Turn. A junior number 23, Alicia Munchauer. Wearing number 25, senior Alexa Byers. Junior number 33, Emily Weaver. And a goal tonight for the Polar Bears, a junior wearing 0, Kaylee Wallace. The Polar Bears of Northern High School. And now, ladies and gentlemen, prior to kickoff, we ask that you please rise. Gentlemen, please remove your hats. Veterans, please salute as we honor America with the singing of the Star-Spangled Banner to be sung tonight by Northern High School sophomores Joe Richwine and Marcus Jacobs.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Good evening and welcome to Hershey Park Stadium for tonight's District 3 M&T Bank Soccer Championships, this time Girls 3A, brought to you by Invicta tonight. And, of course, this is a PIAA-sanctioned event here this evening. Manheim Central 17-3, coming in with a 6-0 victory over Fleetwood, going up against Northern York tonight. The Polar Bears coming in with a 3-0 win over East Pennsboro, and they are ready to match up tonight for gold. Neither one has ever won a District 3 championship in girls soccer. You'll see the Polar Bears on the right tonight. They are in black and purple. They'll be coming from your right to your left. On the left side in maroon numerals and gray and white will be Manheim Central, the Barons. The Barons coming to you from Manheim, Pennsylvania. And, of course, the Polar Bears, North York, out of Dillsburg, Pennsylvania, not too far down the road here from Hershey Park Stadium. I'm Gary Sutton. And here with your Invicta crew tonight, bringing you this District 3 championship live on television tonight the first time we've done this for District 3, and so glad to be bringing you this match here this evening. And we'll be telling you about the players here tonight. Seth Laban, the Coach of the Year in the Colonial Division for Mid-Penn, coaching Northern Polar Bears. And on the other side, John Shentroff, who is doing a great job with Manheim Central out of the Lancaster-Lebanon League this year. Manheim Central, as we said, 17-3. Northern York, 21-1 here tonight as we're getting ready to start this one up. Matt Halter, Suzanne Neff, and Julie Trimmer, your officials here tonight. Live from Hershey Park Stadium in Hershey, Pennsylvania, as I've heard before, the sweetest place on earth. My friend Bob Schellenberg has said that many a time. So Northern will start this one off, and they'll put it in play, and down the field it comes. We'll tell you about some of the big names in this one here tonight in just a moment. But quickly, Manheim Central racing down the near side, chasing it down there is Kayla Herr. Kayla Herr, by the way, 26 goals on the season. On the other side, wearing number 14, Kayla Herr with number 6. Wearing number 14, Emily Munkitrick, the Mid-Penn Colonial Player of the Year, a co-player of the year, along with Maddie Hughes of Boiling Springs. So we got some outstanding players in this one tonight. Munkitrick, you'll keep your eye on her throughout the evening, number 14, and also number 6, Kayla Herr. And other players in here, obviously, you don't get here with just one player. As the ball controlled in the middle of the field there by Taylor Kaufman. She has 8 goals this season for Manheim Central. And kicking it out ahead there down the field, Manheim Central. So it'll belong to Manheim Central as it comes across the touchline. The pitch here tonight, the A-turf, just absolutely perfect to play on. We have a beautiful evening. The wind blowing from your left to your right as you look at the screen. As Manheim Central will try to control it in the near corner. Double team there. And just trying to play with it. Go somewhere with it. And it will be, she'll come out of there clean just for a moment. And the ball kicked back upfield from Northern. In the goal tonight for Northern, it'll be Kaylee Wallace wearing 0-0. And in the goal on the other side for Manheim Central, it will be Mia Reed, a freshman, by the way. Kaylee Wallace, a junior, in goal tonight. Ball sent off far side for Northern. So the ball belonged to Manheim Central. And just across the end line, so it'll be sent out of there by Kaylee Wallace. Early going here, and for Northern York, District 3 Girls Soccer Championships. Actually, they had one back in 2013. They've had 4 championship appearances, including tonight, back in 2012, 13, and 15. So they've been here regularly. They've got a team that's really been doing very, very well under Coach Lehman. And here comes Northern down the field, pushing it hard. Chance for goal? No. Taken back by Manheim Central and then booting it on out of there and clearing it away. Recovered there by Maddie McCarty. And then sent on back. Reversing fields to Abby Munko. Manheim Central trying to get on it. Northern covered it just across. It comes, and across the touchline will be off Northern. That was Abby Searfoss trying to get on it. And quickly back in play goes Casey Herr. And then kicked off Manheim Central coming back on defense. And so Northern, the Polar Bears, with the ball. Quickly they put it back into play. Controlled there by Camille Waits. Just for a moment. So quickly back in it goes to Manheim Central. And checked on out of there again by the defense of Northern. So Northern York with their one championship in 2013. For Manheim Central, they've never had a championship. They've been in one appearance, and that was in this year. So they're in rare air right now. Manheim Central, long known for great football teams that have played in this stadium many times, including a game that I had a chance to do many years ago, one of the greatest games I've ever seen, Manheim Central and Pine Richland, in which Manheim Central won by a point, I believe, in overtime, if memory serves, in a snowstorm. Absolutely fantastic game. And we hope this soccer game tonight will equal that. Although they're not playing in a snowstorm, it's actually about 68 degrees right now, game time. As Maddie Waits trying to control it. Good pass there. Upfield it comes to Camille Waits. And then across the touchline. So early going, trying to establish their passing games. John Shentroff, varsity assistant coach is Brad Weaver, Scott Griner, and on the other side you have Seth Lehman, coach of the year in the Colonial Division, the Mid-Penn. His assistant coach is Al Kemery and Keith Munschauer. The manager is Olivia Kaiser, and the manager on the other side for Manheim Central is Carissa Gaspar. So Manheim Central will have the kick here. Good long boot upfield, good foot. Control in the middle. And kick right at the goal and just off the bar. And they say no, it's actually good, it's inside. So just for a moment we thought it came off the bar, but it came off the inside of the bar in the official's judgment. So an opening shell shocker right here. And there's your kick. And the goal looked like it came from Taylor Kaufman. Let's take a look at it again. And we'll get the official in that in a second, but 34-27 mark. The goal from Manheim Central with a shell shocker off Kaufman. We'll give her the goal for now. That would be her 9th goal of the season. So a shell shocker there.
The goal scored by number 32, Kiera Wells. Assist by number 6, Kayla Hurd. Comes the goal, 5 minutes, 26 seconds. Central goal, scored by number 32, Wells. Assist number 6, Hurd, at 5:26.
So Northern trying to answer the goal here, a shell shocker. It looked like it must have just been inside the bar in the official's estimation. The official right on top of it there. And here comes Manheim Central again, up 1-0 here in the very early going in this one. And on the pedal again.
Substitution for Manheim Central, number 14, McKenna Copley.
Kiera Wells is actually going to get credit for the goal. And the assist went to Kayla Hurd. So Kiera Wells with the goal. Want to make sure we got that correct for you here in the first half at the 34-29 mark. So Kiera Wells, number 32, with that goal, and that is the difference in this match so far as the Polar Bears trying to push it ahead there with Abby Searfoss. Will be put back into play by Manheim Central. Kiera Wells with a shell shocker here on a good pass from a girl that normally scores a lot of the goals, Kayla Hurd, so she gets the assist. 32-13 to go in the first half, and we're going to have our first corner of the game for Manheim Central.
Corner kick awarded to the Barons.
Manheim Central, a team that gains a lot of corners during the course of the season. You can see why. They're very, very aggressive offensively. Maddie Carper will take the kick. So here comes Carper. Low flat kick. Comes out a little bit further than she probably wanted it to come. And put him right back into the offensive areas, Manheim Central, but it'll go across the end line, and booted it out of there will be Kaylee Wallace. So here's that goal again. Kiera Wells knocking it home off a beautiful touch pass from Kayla Hurd. And that is the difference in this match so far. started so quickly, and the number was kind of glanced away from us, and so we really couldn't give her credit right at the moment. So we wanted to make sure we got it right before we called it. Camille Waits fighting out there in the middle of the field for the Polar Bears, wins the battle. Ball controlled by Northern. And nice job defensively getting back. It'll go off Manheim Central, out of bounds across the touchline and brought in there by the Polar Bears. Northern York Polar Bears, long known for outstanding baseball up there, but now known also for outstanding girls soccer as well. They have been to the dance a number of times here in the district playoffs 4 years in a row. I'll actually check that. 2014 they were not. 2012, 13, 15, and now here in 2016 they're in the finals. Ball chased down the corner by Isabella Wendler. And then gotten out of there by Northern. Picked up by Zierfoss for a moment. Now Zierfoss has a little room to run with it. We'll check it ahead. Headed back upfield from Northern. And put back down again by Manheim Central. Northern will pick it up. Controlled there by Maddie McCarty, and then stolen away and off the foot of McKenna Copley. There's McCarty. McCarty will swing it back into the field of play. And Maddie Waits takes it for the Polar Bears, but kicks it across the touchline. No, it's saved in. Chasing it down, there's Emily Weaver, and not before defender kicks it across the touchline, so Northern will have the ball and have a chance to throw it in here. You see the Manheim Central bench. Good hustle here by Emily Weaver, being triple teamed there. And the Polar Bears will keep it. So putting it back in play will be Maddie McCarty. Here you see some of the you can see they want the call right there. The official referees, also known as the fan base on the side, and that for Manheim Central. And Manheim Central across the touchline. Taken by McKenna Copley and off her head out of bounds. So a little staggered here for a moment. Both teams trying to get their feet under them here. 28-13. One goal so far in this game, and it was early. And it was a kind of a sudden one off the foot of Kiara Wells. So the Polar Bears trying to get something going right here.
Checking in the game forward with number 14, Emily McKintrick.
Maddie McCarty will put it into play again. Manheim Central is going to pick it up and run with it, and that is Isabella Wendler. Isabella Wendler down to the corner, trying to turn the corner and get a turn, and can't get it. He wanted to try to center that, but instead across the end line it goes. It'll be picked up and booted out of there one more time by Northern. And doing the honors will be Alexa Byers, the defender back there, a senior. Byers with a pretty good foot. Saw earlier. Good head up there by that time by Taylor Kaufman, coming in over the back, but cleanly. Controlled there one more time by Emily Munkitrick, the Colonial Division Player of the Year, co-player of the year. So you're going to have a takedown there, and the ball is going to belong to Northern as Camille Waits, a freshman, by the way, sister of Maddie Waits, who's the senior. So a freshman and a senior right there, number 1 and 2 on this team. And you have a set piece coming up right now.
Number 25, Alexa Byers taking the restart for Northern.
So Alexa Byers with the set piece. Pokes it into the crowd. Northern tracks it down. Can they keep it? Putting it back ahead. That'll be picked up there by Mia Reed, the keeper.
Mia Reed in goal for the Barons.
Manheim Central this year out of the Lancaster Lebanon Section 2 finished second in Section 2 to Elizabethtown, who was 14-0, 22-1 overall, and Manheim Central 11-3, 17-4 overall. They were the top two teams in that division all season long. Northern trying to control it here. Down one in this contest thus far. Becker comes up to Alexa Byers. Trying to get a good passing game established here. So across to the far side by Maddie Waits. It's a good touch passing here by Northern, trying to establish their passing game here. 24:38 to go in the first half. Northern, we said, is in the Colonial Division. Northern won that division this year. They were 11-0, 20-1 overall. And Boiling Springs in second there, 10-2, 16-4. Boiling Springs will be playing on Saturday at 1:30 against Trinity in the AA Girls Championship. So the Colonial Division well represented this year in the district finals. The ball will be brought in on the far side here for Northern. Make that for Manheim, rather. Trying to control over there is Taylor Knoll. On the far side, it comes across the line and will be taken there by the Polar Bears as we tick down to 23:32 left here in the first half. 1-0 is the score, or 1-0 if you'd like. Northern on the losing into that so far, trying to get the ball here. Manheim Central. Fight over in the far corner will be kicked across the touchline, will be thrown in on the far side. As racing back, there was Alexa Byers defending. So Manheim Central will put the ball back in play here. And will go across the end line. That should be a corner kick for the Barons. And instead they say it was actually off Taylor Knoll, and so the ball will belong to the Polar Bears as once again Alexa Byers will kick it out of there. The goal kick.
Number 10, Taylor Swope. Number 13, Alyssa Schaefer.
Just a gorgeous evening here at Hershey Park Stadium. I'm not sure if Candy Lane is open yet. I don't think it is, but I think they're running tests on all the rides over there in the park right now, and so lights are on. It's kind of fun tonight to watch all the roller coasters all lit up, and they're working on those rides, or they're getting ready for Candy Lane season, which is a wonderful time of year here for the holidays in Hershey. Ball controlled by McKenna Copley. Quickly, Polar Bears get it back, put it back into play. Trying to track it down over there was Kayla Swope. And then booting it out of there is Taylor Hess. Nice touch pass from McKenna Copley. Back to the middle it comes to Taylor Knoll, and Knoll swings it back near side, so they'll reset. And then trying to get it down near side, couldn't quite handle it, Taylor Kaufman. Again off Kaufman, so the ball will come in from the Northern Polar Bears. Picking it up there again is Maddie McCarty. Ooh, and right in the face. Oh, we hope she's okay. I mean, that was one that just, she was kicking it out of there and just ran right into it. And quickly the trainer is out there. And we're going to see who's down here in just a second. Tough play. This is one where you ran right into it. And this was McKenna Copley. And just a shot to the face with the ball. And that's one of those ones that may scare you more than it hurt you. You can see right there, just took it right and never had a chance to really stop it. And it's one of those not intentional by any means. So everybody kind of just totally quiet here at the stadium right now as they're making sure McKenna is okay. You can see her moving her arms, and we're going to wait and see what happens here. So keeping an eye on McKenna Copley right now as the trainer's out there very quickly on her. And here's that goal again off the foot of Kiera Wells with the touch pass from Mia Reed. That is the touch pass rather from Kayla Herr. That is the only goal so far in this contest, and Manheim Central is the owner of it. So we're waiting to see how McKenna is, and certainly hoping that she's able to get up here and she's okay. I'm sure right now they're probably checking for a couple things, and concussions are always one of the things that we worry about. In this stadium, it's amazing, just is going totally silent. And now she gets up and she's going to walk off the field here, and she's doing what most of us do. She's got that look of dizziness, and hopefully she's okay. But it's good to see her walking off the field. McKenna Copley of Manheim Central. And they're going to sit her down. I'm sure they'll put her through all the protocols here on checking for concussions and making sure everything is just okay if she's allowed to play anymore tonight. So we get back in play here. 21:08 to go here in the first half, and the ball will be thrown back in by Maddie McCarty. And the crowd comes to life again here after a scary moment there on that ball shot to the face. Trying to find Abby Monco that time, but not able to hook up for Northern. And the ball will be headed out of bounds again across the touchline by Manheim Central. Thrown back in there one more time by Maddie McCarty, and then back to the middle it goes. Controlling in the middle of the field there just for a moment, Abby Monco. And swinging it off and then putting it straight down the field is Northern. Fissler there in the middle of the field trying to make that McCarty rather trying to control the ball. Emily Munkitrick getting it off to the middle. Munkitrick, as we said, the co-player of the year in the Colonial Division. Now Manheim Central getting back. Neither team really able to really establish control right now. There's Munkitrick. So far, Gettysburg has not, checked out. We had Gettysburg in the last game, forgive me. Northern has not really been able to get a good shot on goal yet. Manheim has done a pretty good job of keeping them bottled up, but most of the play actually has been around the midfield area thus far. Sending it back down there. Byers. Northern trying to get the ball to someone, no one home. Manheim Central swings it far side. Trying to get it over there to Kiera Wells. Wells not able to catch up to it, so ball put back into play across the touchline by Northern. Ball thrown into Maddie Waits. Back to the middle it comes. Swing near side. You got Munkitrick there with the ball. Following down Polar Bears, trying to track it down is Abby Surfoss, and it will be sent back across the touchline by the Barons. Northern gets it back into play very quickly. Trying to find something here in what has been a stellar Mannheim defense so far, Mannheim Central. There's a look ahead. Again, not able to get those connecting passes that you're looking for right now. As here comes Central again. Lots of long passing so far, not the short passing game that I'm sure both coaches are looking for, as Maddie Waits will take it. Maddie Waits fights her way through, keeps the ball, touches it off to her teammate, Maddie McCarty. Gets it up to Searfoss for a minute, but it's taken away. Again, they're reestablished now. Maddie Waits swings it back. They'll go far side. Better yet, middle, and Mannheim Central picks it up there. And there, the keeper comes out to get it. And was that kind of kicked away from her by her own teammate for a moment. And over in the corner is Wells tracking it down. Now back to middle. You got to look right here. And then just too much. Over the top that time, but a good look from Mannheim Central. So here you'll see it again. Watch now. Watch just for a second. The ball is kicked away from her hands there. It's back out to Wells, and then you get this good look. And that goes right over top, but a good point-blank look that time. Opportunity missed for Mannheim Central. Sending it on out of there again is Alexa Byers. So the ball's going to be brought back in across the touchline here, be put back into play by Casey Herr. And it will go off Mannheim Central. Polar Bears have it. 16-12 to go here in the first half. 1-0. Lead Mannheim Central so far. Good passing here by Mannheim Central. The ball controlled in the middle. Isabella Wendler. And now Northern takes it away again. Northern again. Another takeaway. Just rush it a little bit so far. As you saw Camilla Waits trying to make something happen there. Here comes Wells again, who has the one goal already in this one. So the ball across the far touchline will be brought back in there by Northern as we now tick down near the 15-minute mark. 15-15 to go in the first half. And booted out of there again from Northern. Off it comes near side, not going to be able to get it. Yes. So Monkitrick get over there and get it. Monkitrick will inbound it quickly. Good reverse kick there, but taken back by Mannheim Central. One goal so far, kind of a shocker goal early in this game, about the 33-minute mark, as the ball controlled here by Isabella Wendler. Wendler looking for a target in the middle. Taylor Kaufman can't find her and taken back by the Polar Bears. You look at the all-time District 3 girls soccer playoffs for Northern, 17-7 all-time in the District 3 girls soccer playoffs, and for Mannheim Central, 7-7 all-time District 3 girls soccer playoffs. So both teams playing pretty good defense here so far, despite the one goal. Neither team getting very good shots on goal so far. In fact, I don't think thus far, unofficially, that Northern has a shot on goal. And on the other side for Mannheim Central, they have one, and that one counted. Here comes Northern. They look like they have some room to run right here. There you go. One person to beat. Good defense there by Manheim Central, but nice shot on goal. Taken nicely, though, by Mia Reed. Her first effort of the night. She gets her save right there. So Gettysburg with Northern with a brief run right there. Okay, Gettysburg in the boys' game tonight, by the way. 3-0. Lower Dauphin won that one in the opener. So Gettysburg played a game tonight against a team that really just was too well loaded with weapons. That was Lower Dauphin. And this one now, Northern trying to come back here. They're down one. There's Munkitrick. Munkitrick, good stop there, trying to make a move. Munkitrick lets it go to the far side and just over top. There you saw the power of Munkitrick and why she was co-player of the year. And you can see Mia Reed kind of just breathing a little easier because that's one where if you're a goalkeeper, you just feel helpless. If that ball drops down and behind you, watch. Here was the one earlier, point blank, that Reed covered. Now this one, you see Munkitrick make a move here, then another move back with her left foot. Watch her looking right toward the side, and as a goalkeeper, you're just hoping that thing goes over the top. Polar Bears more aggressive now offensively. I was talking with Coach Seth Lehman down there tonight and chatting with him just before the game. He said, got to hurry a little bit. And I said, well, just, he said, this is the first one of these I've ever been in. He said, it's kind of nervous. So he was excited tonight. Rear air. Out in front it goes. Booted out of there nicely by Alexa Byers. Manheim Central now on the pedal. 11:26 to go in the first half. Controlled there by Katie Howitt. Long look, good stop. Good stop. By Kaylee Wallace a goal. That's her first stop tonight.
Kaylee Wallace in goal for the Polar Bears.
So good long shot there. Good test. See if the goalkeeper was still awake, right? So each keeper tonight with a save. Ball taken over there by Kiera Wells. Off it comes to Taylor Knoll. Now the touch pass off to Kayla Herr. Back to the middle it comes, out in front, dangerous time. Going to be another corner coming up right here for Manheim Central, their second of the match. 2 quarters so far for Manheim Central in this one, none for Northern. So another big moment now, set piece, as we tick down toward the 10-minute mark and take a look at dangerous moment right here, right out in front. Good defense there by Northern, and then off the foot, out of bounds, and belongs to Manheim Central. Here's Maddie Carper getting ready to send it up into the air. This was a good high one, far side. Headed out by Northern. Can they clear it? For the moment, yes. And back on top of it comes Manheim Central. Just a long kick across the end line. It'll belong to the Polar Bears.
Back into the game for the Polar Bears, number 15, Maddie McCarty. Okay.
Into the game for Northern is Maddie McCarty back in there now. She checks in for Alana Haggerty, who was in there for a few moments. So up it comes. Manheim Central again. Dangerous moment here. Got a good look. Corner kick! Great shot off the foot of Taylor Knoll. At the 9:04 mark, Taylor Knoll finds the left side of the net and buries it. The 9:04 mark to go. Look at Taylor Knoll. She found right in the left corner, taking it past Kaylee Wallace, who just couldn't get there. That was a perfect shot as Taylor Knoll lined it up and sent it home. So 2-0 now. 9:01 to go here in the first half, and Manheim Central for the moment in command.
7 goals scored by
What a shot
Knoll.
by Taylor
By
Knoll.
30-56.
Taylor Knoll, a senior. She knew what to do with it when she got her attempt. So 2 bullet shots so far account for the goals in this one for the Barons. And they are up 2-0 now as we tick down to 8:30 to go here in the first half. Here they come again. And it's Taylor Kaufman this time. And if you're the Polar Bears, Northern, you need to try to get some momentum going here before the end of the half, obviously. Manheim Central really does a great job of creating opportunities with their offense. Ball put back into play by McCarty. There's a chance right here. Couldn't quite catch up to it and get it down there. Avi Serfos trying to catch it. Far side, you got to look over there. Here's a chance out in front, no. Can Northern stay on it? Ball popped up in the air. It's going to be gathered in by Mia Reed. We will let her team get set back downfield and we'll boot it out of there. Good kick by Reed, big foot. Kick in the middle of the field by Taylor Knoll. Reverses it back to teammate Katie Howitt. Far side, over to Wells. Here's Wells taking it down the far side again. Wells with good move there and then taken away by Northern. Emily Weaver over there trying to force the play and does so for the Polar Bears. Manheim Central gets it back, sends it upfield. Looking again for Knoll. Long pass right there for the Polar Bears, back ahead. Taken there by Camilla Waits. Just missing that time on the ball to Abby Serfos, but Northern gets it back. Here comes Serfos now. Has a chance to get it and maybe get it to the center. Serfos has it taken away right at the end. Is going to get across the line. Yes, that should be a corner for Northern. And for Northern, that's their first corner of the night, so they've got an opportunity here. And check that. We thought that was going to be called the corner, and instead it's going to be called a goal kick out. So the official says no, goal kick went off the team in black and purple. So the goal kick coming out here from Manheim Central. And doing the honors is Maddie Carper. Carper kind of hits the chip shot out of there, but crosses the near touch line, and so Northern right back on the offensive end again with 5:05 to go here in the first half. Time running out for Northern in the first half. Trying to get some momentum going. Good move by McCarty. Back to the middle it comes. Maddie Waits. Down the field. Good pass there. Picked up by Monco. Monco looking ahead. Trying to get something going here. Can she get one of her teammates catching up to it? No, it crosses the touchline, but they have a nice throw-in coming up here, does Northern. 4:30 to go in the first half. Long pass inbounds McCarty. McCarty up in the air again. Right to the middle. Headed toward the goal. Again, gathered in by Mia Reed. Mia Reed, only a freshman. Doing a great job in goal tonight. She'll get it out of there for her team as we tick down near the 4-minute mark to go here in the first half. Taylor Knoll of Manheim Central. Back to the middle it goes to Danny Reed. make that Kayla Her instead. Excuse me. Near side it comes. Abby Zerfoss taking it. Abby Zerfoss trying to dribble down, and it will go off her foot, I believe, across the touchline. Should belong to Manheim Central. Quickly inbounds. Taylor Kaufman. And Casey Herr with the throw in here and kicked out by Maddie Waits of the Polar Bears. So again, it belongs to Manheim Central. New player into the game now is Emily Munkitrick back in there after having a brief break. Here's Manheim Central. They got some numbers down there. Gettysburg interrupts with a good defensive play, but there's a hand arm ball right there as the ball comes up and hits into the arm of Taylor Knoll. Manheim Central has done a great job so far tonight, really keeping Gettysburg away from any clean shots on the goal. So we tick down now at 2:24 to go here in the first half. And Northern running out of time, trying to cut into this 2-0 lead. 2 minutes to go here in half number 1. And the Polar Bears will get it again. Quickly, Munkitrick puts it back in. Taken there by Waits. Manheim Central, good defense again, getting out of there, being chased down far side. Autumn Griner in there, I believe. Trying to get it for Manheim Central. Brought back out, Northern steals it away. Push far side. Northern will keep coming with it. Good job of fighting through over there. Off it comes. Here comes McCarty. McCarty fights right on through, trying to get the ball back to the middle. And had to push to do it. So we're down to 1 minute to go here in the first half. 2-0. Manheim Central leads Northern York. And we got an official's timeout as a player down here on the near side right now. New player coming into the game will be Taylor Kaufman. We'll check back in. As Taylor Knoll coming up with, it looks like an ankle injury to her left ankle over on the side. So 50 seconds to go here in the first half. Northern, maybe their last gasp here, trying to get a goal before the half ends. Sending it toward the goal. And Mia Reed right there. Again, the shots they're getting are 25, 22-yard shots, so they're not really
30 seconds.
The kind of straight-in, head-on shots you'd like to have. As we tick down to 25 seconds. Manheim Central with a chance here to maybe get one more before the half. Now down to 15 seconds. Northern's going to be content here to go in down 2-0, it looks like.
7, 6,
and Manheim Central is going to be in no hurry to put this one in play. They're just going to wait it out, and happy that they have the 2-goal lead, and we come to halftime here in this girls 3A as we see another player down. That's Kayla Herr here at the end of the half. So some big injuries here, and we hope that both players are okay. Taylor Knoll, number 12, going down with an ankle just before the end of the half, and now we see Taylor Kayla Herr, rather, down. She, of the 26 goals this season, and the assist in the first half of the first goal. So we're at halftime, 2-0. Manheim Central leads Northern York. We'll take a break. We'll come back with a second half here on Invicta right after this.
M&T Bank, understanding what's important.
Welcome back to Hershey Park Stadium, ready to start the second half of the BIA District 3 M&T Girls District 3 Soccer Championships. 2-0. Manheim Central leads here going into the second half on a goal early by Kiera Wells at the 34-29 mark. And then a follow-up goal by Taylor Knoll at the 9:04 mark. And we start the second half here in the Manheim Central with the ball near side. We'll put it back into play. Coming to you live from Hershey Park Stadium with Invicta tonight. I'm Gary Sutton. Glad to be with you here this evening. Thanks to all the District 3 people here tonight and all the wonderful people at Hershey who always treat us so well when they come here to Hershey Park Stadium. And just, it is the sweetest place on earth, but not just for the candy, for the personalities and the people. So having a great time here tonight bringing you these young athletes doing a wonderful job playing in the District 3 Championship. This is the fourth match, the fourth championship match over 2 nights here so far. And we'll tell you about what you can look forward to coming up this Saturday as well. Lots of soccer. They have a 4-bagger coming up this Saturday here at the park, at the stadium. And we'll tell you all about that in just a little bit. But great to be with you here tonight on a perfect night for soccer. A little bit of a breeze going from your left to right on the screen. And the opening match tonight, Lower Dauphin beat Gettysburg, and the boys match a 3-0 to win the boys 3A. Girls single A was decided last night. Fairfield beat York Catholic 6-1. Fairfield moved to 21-1 in that one. And of course, in the boys match today, you saw Lower Dauphin moved to 24-0. Unbelievable season. 96 goals to 5 they are for the year. An absolutely unbelievable team. In the boys A, yesterday, Camp Hill beat Kutztown 2-0. And then coming up this weekend, we got some great games coming up for you. On Saturday at 3:30, the boys 2A, Tulpahawk at 21-1 against Biglerville 18-3. At 1:30, the girls 2A matchup, Trinity 18-2 against Boiling Spring 16-4. Boiling Spring's the second place team out of the Colonial to this Northern Polar Bear team. Cumberland Valley 14-5-2 against Manheim Township 21-1 at 5:30 on Saturday night. And then we cap it off Saturday evening at 7:30 with Hempfield in the boys 4A 22-2 against Elizabethtown 19-3. Both those teams coming in out of the Lancaster Lebanon League. So if you're a soccer fan, you want to be here at Hershey Park Stadium on Saturday. It should be a fun day of soccer starting at 1:30. There's Northern trying to get something going. You see Emma Fissler. And the ball will be brought in near side. Thrown in by Alexa Myers. Northern really has not had a good shot on goal yet in this one. Have a chance right here, though. But sent out of there nicely by Manheim Central. It'll cross the touchline. Northern will get it back. Both shots by Manheim Central to get their goals in this game have been quality goals. Both lightning shots. Would have been very hard for any goalkeeper to get that. Kaylee Wallace has done a fine job here tonight in goal, as has Mia Reed for Manheim Central. Northern trying to get something going here. Good pass to the middle. Again, good defense. You saw Brittany Brenner back there with a good stop that time in defense for Manheim Central. Long, high kick, far side. Do you have a chance to head it? No. Chasing it down over there. Sabi Sirfas. And the ball will go across the touchline far side, will belong to Manheim Central. In for Manheim Central right now is McKenna Copley. And that's good to see. McKenna went down, if you remember, in the first half there. She ran right into the ball and thought maybe she was knocked out. And fortunately, she's back in there now. So good to see McKenna back into the game. So Manheim Central with the restart here. Good take away that time by Northern, far side. Into the center of the field. Young lady's been busy tonight back there. Maddie McCarty sends it back up. A big long kick out of there. Emily Weaver will send it downfield and then kicked across the touchline by Mannheim Central to let the defense get back there and regroup.
Back in the game for the Polar Bears, number 2, Camille Waits.
Here's McCarty again. We'll put it back into play far side. McCarty, a senior. Well, Mannheim Central comes racing out of there with the ball. Good job of tracking it down, keeping it in. This Taylor Knoll, we saw her go down right at the end of the first half, and nice to see her up and running again. So booting out of there will be Kaylee Wallace. Off it goes from Emily Weaver. Polar Bears trying to find something here. Get a straight shot on goal. They've not really seen that yet. As Alexa Byers tries to put it down in range here. Good checking here. Back to the middle it comes. Chance in front of the net. Nothing going on. Polar Bears still on it though. Good chip. Just over top. Great save by Mia Reed. Mia Reed kind of batted it to herself and then brought it in. What a save. That was a goal if she doesn't get her hand on that. Look at this. It's a wonderful look from Emma Fisher. We'll see it again, and Emma Fisher gets a chance to wind it up and then just let it rip. That was the early goal that we saw from Kiara Wells. Now we'll see the ball go across the end line, but we get a chance to look at that save again by Mia Reed. There it is. You see Mia Reed go to the right, get her hand up, kind of bat it to herself, and then bring it back down. Oh, a wonderful save by Mia Reed. Her second of the night. So a corner earned here by Northern. That's the first one of the game for them. I think that number 2 now in the game for Northern. 2. So both teams have corners. There's a hook. Headed back out of there and across the end line. No, they're going to keep it in play. Northern staying on top of it right now. Good opportunities here. Another swing out in front. Oh, just misses the player across in front of the net. And it will go across the end line. But Northern on the pedal right here. Trying to get this one tied up. And I think it may have tipped a player going by. And I think we're going to see a corner on the far side. So the third corner of the night now for the Polar Bears. And all of a sudden they're on the offensive. Look, there's that save again. Look at this. Batted that up in the air and then had the presence to come back down and grab. Just a great save by Mia Reed. Flat kick right in front. Ooh, no one out in front that time, and then booted all the way across the touchline by Mannheim Central. So Polar Bears keeping Mannheim Central back on their heels here for the moment. 31-17 to go in this match. 2-0 right now, and Mannheim Central on top in this one. And again, knocked out of there by Mannheim Central as they continue to play stellar defense. Battle down near side. Alexa Byers has it taken away. And again, it's Kiara Wells doing it. She had the first goal in this one, and Wells trying to get by. We'll have it stripped away by Northern. Taken in the middle of the field by Abby Monco. Good move there. Carried down the field, Monco. Monco ahead. Chance right here, and there's Reed again on top of it. Reed with her third save of the night. You can see her talk and say, "Get back here and help me, team. Need you." Good kick out of there by Reed. Polar Bears much more aggressive this half, trying to get their offense going. Much better passing. Just not able to get that final piece where they get the shot on goal that they're looking for. Although they've had two this half that had chances. The one with just a great stop by Reed. Maddie waits. Send it far side to McCarty. All the way over on the other side to Searfoss. Taken away there by Mannheim Central. The Barons trying to get something going here. And across the touchline it will go. So Mannheim Central will have the ball and throw it in over there. As we tick under 30 minutes to go here in this contest. The Girls 3A Championship here tonight, live from Hershey Stadium. Brought to you by Invicta. Somebody getting their birthday serenaded down in the lower part. A very vocal crowd down there tonight in this girls' game. Nice to see. A lot of people out here tonight in shirt sleeves or light jackets. It's that kind of evening. Gentle breeze. Throw in coming up here from Tori Fonstock. Far side it goes to Casey Herr. Casey Herr hits it up in the air, and McCarty will head it out of there for Northern. There's the ever-present Wells, Kiara Wells. She owned the first goal in this game. And here comes Northern. Good pass off here. Good, again, good short passing game this half. Doing a much better job hooking up those medium passes. Swing it back to the middle, looking right there. Takeaway. And Mannheim Central will get it back out near side. Wells has it stripped away at the last second by Alexa Byers. Northern trying to get back on it here with Emma Fissler. Emma Fissler carrying it down near side. Push it just a little too far ahead, and it's going to be off, I believe, Mannheim Central. We'll wait and see. And the official says no, it's going to be a goal kick instead, so Mannheim Central dodges yet another possibility as we tick under 27 minutes, now down 26-48. 2-0, Mannheim Central leads in this one. Hope that you're enjoying the broadcast tonight. District 3 putting on girls and boys soccer here this evening. Quality soccer, believe me. When you talk about District 3, you're talking about a soccer-crazed area that just, they do it right. We've got a lot of wonderful soccer teams around here. So another corner coming up now for Northern. This will be their fourth corner of the match, their third in this half. And doing the honors again is going to be McCarty. Maddie McCarty with the short pass this time. A good look right out in front. Oh, just looking for the far side. Almost had the player coming in there. Looked like Alicia Munschauer coming down that time and couldn't quite hook up with her on that far post. So Mannheim Central boots it out of there again. They still own that 2-0 lead here. Down the near side it comes. Wells has it stripped away again. Quickly, the Polar Bears coming the other way. Got a short pass First half, they were doing a lot of kick and chase. Now they're hooking up with those short passes much better as we see it being carried down there by Abby Zierfoss. Abby Zierfoss with a chance to center it. Does it. Defender equal to the task, though. And then swung back upfield. Northern trying to stay on top of it here. Fighting out is Emily Weaver. Emily Weaver wins it. And the ball is going to go across the line. It will be yet another corner for Northern. So Northern now up in corners 5-2, but down to the score 2-0. That's the one that really counts. Manheim Central, a team that normally will out-corner you in most games. Not tonight so far, but they've made the most of their opportunities. Here gets McCarty. Long boot. And then ripped out of there. Northern once again tried to mount an attack. So across the touchline it goes, and Northern will stay in the Manheim Central end of the field. As a new player coming in now for Manheim Central, that will be Olivia Custer, a sophomore.
Olivia Custer.
She will check into the game. Coach John Shetrompf getting her in there. So the ball across the touchline, the end line rather, and it will be a goal kick coming out as we tick down now to 23.5 minutes to go here in this match. The Barons owning the lead here for the moment. Monco. Alexa Byers down there. Everybody committing, trying to get on the offense right now for the Polar Bears. Custer sends it back upfield. Manheim Central. So across the touchline it comes again, and Northern staying on the attack right now as the ball put back into play by Byers. It's a big field here to be running on all night long, and fatigue certainly starts to set in, especially on an evening that's relatively warm. There's McCarty. Polar Bears have been the aggressor here this half. I mean, there's no doubt about it. They have been in the offensive end the whole time, but not able to find that quality shot to finish the whole thing. Here comes Manheim Central, now take it back again. Northern has been very, very aggressive in this second half. Off it comes to Fissler. Fissler takes it to the middle, has some room ahead. To the outside, they got Munkitrick out there. Munkitrick is very quiet in this one so far. That should be off. Was it Manheim Central or was it off Northern? I'd say the ball belongs to Manheim Central on the push down. So back to the middle it comes, and it's controlled again by Monco. Oh, good move there. Munkitrick just for a moment. Oh, good steal there. Isabella Wendler tries to send it off to the far side to Copley, but can't find her. Still controlled, though, by Manheim Central with Casey Herr. Northern has been very, very aggressive this half on taking the fight to Manheim Central. Good win on the ball that time by Taylor Kaufman. Wells double teamed. Taken back by Northern. And Wells one of those nimble people, just great foot skills. pass upfield. And the ball will come across the touchline. Belongs again to Northern on this one. New player to the game for Northern will be Camille Waits. Back in there now. As we hit the 20-minute mark left in this match. Passing, you can really see the passing on display this half that brought Northern to this game this year. They're an outstanding club. We saw a lot of that showed off the first half by Mannheim Central. So here's Byers. Back in play it comes. She'll get it to Weaver. Shot just wide of the goal. Will be gathered in here by Mia Reed. Reed has 4 saves on the night. That one kind of just a slow roller.
Maya Reed with the play in goal.
So the reverse kick is going to go across the touchline, and Mannheim Central will own the ball. So we're now under 20 minutes to play, under 19 to play, in fact, 18:57 to go. Mannheim Central has never won a District 3 girls soccer championship. Northern York has won one back in 2013. As we said, they've had an outstanding program being here in 2012, 13, 15, and 16 in the District 3 Girls Soccer Championship appearances. They were 1 and 2 in those. This is their 4th appearance. Oh, good move over there on the far side by Searfoss. And taken away again by Mannheim Central, but Northern will keep control here with McCarty. Sends it back up in there in the scoring zone. There, McKittrick. Put it back and then start it again. Northern. Here's McKittrick. Trying to swing it far side. Was looking for Searfoss. Couldn't find her. It'll be swung out of there by Wendler. Mannheim Central just defending their 2-0 lead right now. And the attacker, the aggressor, Northern, but they just cannot get that one shot to at least get within one. There's a long kick, just going to be wide. So a goal kick coming out again as we tick down near the 17-minute mark now. Again, hope you're enjoying the televised version tonight of the AAA Girls Championship, as well as the boys that we had in the opener tonight, in which Lower Dauphin beat Gettysburg 3-0. This is another matchup here this evening of the Mid-Penn and the Lancaster Lebanon League. You see the Northern soccer players on the near side, hoping that their team can get something going on here. Taken away by Copley. And ahead it comes. Mannheim Central has not seen the offensive end very often this half. But when they have, they've made it count. 1 goal this half, 1 goal the first half. They lead by 2. Good job by Howitt down there, keeping the ball moving for Mannheim Central.
Substitution for Northern, number 18, Emma Fissler.
But it will belong to Northern. So Taylor Hess in there now, number 18 for, or Emma Fissler rather, number 18 in there right now for Northern. There you go. Got to look right here. Oh, it just missed the pass. Oh, they had a shot right there, and you saw Emily Weaver coming down and just out of reach. As Emily was cutting through there nicely. It was a nice pass, just about a foot ahead of where she needed to be. You'll see it again right here. Take a look. She is wide open. She's going to have a one-on-one look there at the moment, just a little too wide. So here's the goal kick coming out. Pretty good boot out of there. And it will kick it out of bounds. Across the touchline will Northern to try to regroup the defense here and get back on it. So Manheim Central's Copley will put it back into play. Throws it right down the near sideline. It's still in. And then Northern back on top of it. Oh, and here's an opportunity right now for Wells. Wells. Oh, and then you're going to see a push away. And so Alexa Byers is reaching over and pushing Wells away. And so you're going to get a set piece coming up right here. Good opportunity right now for Manheim Central. And again, as we said, they haven't been down in the offensive end a lot, but when they have, they've made their moments count. Now watch right here. You'll see her just kind of reach right here. That's where you'll see the push out. It's kind of elbowed her out of there. So a good chance right here for Manheim Central as Wells. Put this right in play out in front. Just over kicks it. Goes far side. And will go across the touchline. So an opportunity missed for Manheim Central. And one of the few times they've really been down the offensive end in this half. And we said both, I said one goal this half. Both goals were actually scored in the first half here by Manheim Central. So they've really only seen one or two efforts down into the offensive end this half. Oh, and here you go. Chance right here. Chance to get in, and there it is, the score. At the 12:42 mark, Emily Weaver gets the score. And beats it past Mia Reed. So now only a one-goal lead. So there's what they have wanted the whole half. They've been working for it, and then Emily Weaver just managed to get a foot on it and right past Mia Reed, and the overspin took it right into the net as Reed came out to cut it off. And so Emily Weaver has brought her team back to within one. And now time's still a factor, but now you only have one goal to make up. And there it is again. Take a look at that. Smart move by Reed to slide in there and just get her foot on the ball and direct it into the net. So 2-1 now in this one.
Northern goal scored by number 33, Emily Weaver. Assist by number 11, Ivy Montco. Time to goal, 67-18. Forward goal scored by number 33, Weaver. Assist number 11, Montco, at 67-18.
So there you go. Emily Weaver gets her team within one. Out in front, there it is. Wells has a chance. Wells lines it up, can't get it. Manheim Central still has it out in front. Can it get one more shot? Here it is. Again, defended away. One more time. There it is. Bang! And the answer. Manheim Central comes right back down and answers the goal with one of their own. Flat out in front, they buried it. And we'll take a look at that one again. You see it out here in front. Wells had kept it alive. And there you see it, banging it home, is McKenna Copley. McKenna Copley with the goal at the 11:49 mark. Copley, a freshman, knocks home the goal. That's her 12th goal on the season for McKenna Copley. And so as quickly as it was cut to 2-1, it was that quick. Manheim Central came down and just answered it right away, and Copley beat it home. Give credit on that to Wells, by the way, for keeping that ball alive.
But just an outstanding play, finishing it off by Copley. And so Manheim Central says, we haven't been down there very often, but we've made them count when we have. And every one of their goals tonight have been shots. Here's Weaver again. Weaver, another look. This one batted away nicely by Mia Reed. Mia Reed covering that corner of the net. Another good one. Look at Reed. She has made a couple of stellar moves tonight.
Corner kick for the Polar Bears.
So it's going to be another corner. This will be the sixth corner of the match now for the Polar Bears, and they're not done yet. Good high kick out in front a little bit, maybe further than they wanted to. Try it again. Back up it goes. Good defense by Manheim Central, but it crosses the touchline again. It's going to be Northern, and they're in a hurry to try to get another goal here and get back to within one if they can. It's a chip shot ahead. Oh, and take it away at the last second of Manheim Central. That looked like a good opportunity to come up. McCarty on top here trying to take it away again for the Polar Bears. Kicked out of bounds by Manheim Central. You know, in wrestling, they have the amount of time you control. And there you see some of the crowd here tonight. The amount of time you control the match. But again, that's not what counts on the scoreboard. What counts is the number of goals and making the most of your opportunities. Another look over the top this time. So Northern certainly on the pedal here offensively. If you got points for controlling a half offensively, they'd have plenty of points here. But unfortunately, the only ones that count are the ones that go on the board. So taking it out of there now is Maddie Carper. Maddie Carper, only a sophomore here for Manheim Central. So in the retreat, Northern will kick it across the touchline. 9:05 to go. There you see a number of the Northern Polar Bear faithful who want to see a victory here tonight. Right now they've got a 2-goal deficit to make up. And here come the Polar Bears again, trying to get something going. Here's Weaver. She owns the 1 goal in this one. And it's stolen away nicely that time by Jaden Neff. So I will see a Munschauer getting the ball back into play there. Weaver. Far side. Tracking it down is Searfoss. Searfoss. And it's going to be yet another corner kick for Northern as we're now down to 7:35 and the clock is a factor. This is corner kick number 7 for the night for Northern. And taking it will be Alexa Byers. Here we go. This one a little wide, comes out a little flat as well. And Manheim Central comes out of there with it. Quickly releasing it out of there is Taylor Kaufman. Now Northern trying to get their attack going one more time. Here's Weaver. Good job hitting it. Oh, and just missing McCarty coming across. That was a good look. You'll see a good look here. Nice pass that time from Fissler. It actually was going to be Sirfas flying in there from the far side and just couldn't quite hook up with her, but we have another corner kick, number 8 on the evening. This one a good one, right in front. And the ball across the end line. Will be a goal kick out of there. Is now under 6 minutes to play.
Goal kick, Barons.
If you're on Mannheim Central side, the 6 minutes can't go fast enough. If you're sitting over there on the northern side, you'd like to have about 6 more after that. You got to find a way to score some goals in a hurry right now. 5.5 minutes left. 3-1. Mannheim Central leads this one. Looking for the girls 3A District 3 championship in girls soccer. Wells looking for the shot there. Not really a great effort. Again, if you're looking for more soccer action, on Saturday it starts at 1:30 with the 2A girls. Trinity 18-2 against Boiling Spring 16-4 here at the stadium. Then at 3:30 it's the boys AA. Tulpehocken 21-1 against Piglerville 18-3. Then the 4A girls at 5:30. Cumberland Valley 14-5-2. Rachel Dorwart, the player of the year in the mid-pen in that one, against Mannheim Township 21-1 from Lancaster 11 League. And then finally the 4A boys matchup Saturday night. Hempfield 22-2 against Elizabethtown 19-3-1. And an all LL League final. So lots of great soccer up here. Come on out and enjoy it. Some of the best soccer you're going to see played around the state of Pennsylvania is played right here in District 3, and it'll be here Saturday in a four-bagger, so to speak, right here at Hershey Park Stadium. There you go. A chance right here for another goal, and there it is. Oh, just wide. And you saw McKenna Copley looking at potentially goal number 2 right there, and she's disappointed because she had it dead on. Watch this. Just off the side of her foot. Give credit there to Kaylee Wallace for coming out and cutting the angle and making Copley think about something. And Copley just went to the left and went off the side of the foot. So here come the Polar Bears, running out of time. 3.5 minutes to go. Down 2 goals. It's been from no lack of effort here in the second half. They have been on the pedal the whole second half. Only 3 times, really, has Mannheim Central been in the offensive end, and one of those times they made them pay. Answering the goal by Weaver, with one by Copley. Under 3 minutes now, and you can sense the Mannheim Central people are starting to get excited. This would be their first ever Girls District 3 Soccer Championship. Here it goes ahead. Out comes Wallace to save it. She'll get it out of there. Kaylee Wallace will be back next year. She's only a junior. The outstanding goalkeeper for Northern. Northern running out of time. Emma Fissler. Drops it off to Munschauer. Munschauer back to the middle. Again, defenders everywhere for Mannheim Central, and Mannheim Central will clear it out, and that's all they want to do right now, just get it up in the other direction. Byers. Northern. Looking again for Fissler, couldn't find her, and again, Mannheim Central, quick, anticipating, getting in there as a defense, cutting off the good scoring possibilities. Now 1:39 left in this one. 3-1, Mannheim Central leads it. And Mannheim Central is going to be in no big hurry right now. Fighting through there again is Wells. And Wells going to take it down the corner and play with it. Just trying to kill time. That's all she's doing right there. Smart move by Wells. Take it down there, just trying to kill time. Make him kick it out. Now it's take a little time, dribble a few times, look things over. Killing clock. Wise player. And again, they're just going to try to play with it as we tick down under 50 seconds now. Wells. Throw it in, try to get it right back. And we now are down at 38 seconds, 37 seconds. Time running out on the Polar Bears, trying to get one last thrust here if they can.
30 seconds.
Half a minute left. Final chance for the Polar Bears to get a goal. Mannheim Central counting it in right now. Place that's known for their football is now also known
10,
for their girls
9,
soccer.
8,
As
7,
another save there at the end by Wallace. We tick it down 5 seconds, 4 seconds.
3, 2,
And that is it. Mannheim Central girls have won the girls 3A soccer championship in District 3 for 2016. Beating the Northern Polar Bears here tonight, 3-1.
starting on Tuesday.
And the celebration begins down there in Barron territory as they fought their way through tonight. Had their lead cut in half late in this one with about 12 minutes to go, and then answered with a goal right away on the other end. And they come out of this tonight with a 3-1 win to win the District 3 championship. Ladies and gentlemen, we want to thank you this evening for watching here on Invicta. I want to thank Chad Edwards and the whole crew here tonight for bringing you these great pictures. Thanks to all these young athletes out here tonight for the outstanding play throughout the evening. Your opener tonight saw Lower Dauphin win over Gettysburg 3-0 in that one for the boys 3A championship. And then here in this one, it was Mannheim Central winning 3-1 for the girls 3A championship. Great to see the sportsmanship, great to see the play here tonight. Good quality play in District 3. And thanks to all of you for tuning in tonight. I'm Gary Sutton. For all of our Invicta crew, we say good evening. Once again, your final, Mannheim Central 3, Northern York 1. Mannheim Central is your girls 3A PIA District 3 M&T Bank champions here at Hershey Park. Have a great evening, everyone.
and the end of the NCAA State Championship Tournament starting on Tuesday. And now if you direct your attention to the northern sideline, let's meet the Polar Bears. Head coach Seth Lehman to bestow the medals upon his players. Starting with Kaylee Wallace, Maddie Waits, Camille Waits, Abby Searfont, Brady Hentz, Kayla Swope, Abby Monco, Alyssa Schaefer, Emily Munkitrick, Maddie McCarty, Jillian Renninger, Emma Fessler, Bianca Turn, Alana Hegarty, Maddie Wareham, Alicia Munschauer, Alexa Byers, Gabby Biggie, Emily Weaver, Abby Reeder, Rachel Lawyer, Ashley Hannon, assistant coaches Keith Munschauer, Al Kemery, athletic director Jerry Schwilly, and Northern Polar Bear head coach Seth Lehman. Let's give a round of applause to your AAA girl runner-up, the Polar Bears of Northern High School. And now let's meet your 2016 PIAA District 3 AAA Girls Soccer Champions from Manheim Central. We start with Kelly Kreider, Maya Reed, Brittany Benner, Isabella Wendler, Casey Hurd, Kayla Hurd, Olivia Custer, Danny Reed, Katie Howitt, Tori Bonasai, Taylor Knoll, McKenna Copley, Maddie Carper, Olivia West, Taylor Hess, Kate Green,